Might help if I actually turn the microphone on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. CaptainShack here, and welcome to the Space Engineer stream. Hopefully the audio is good. I was talking to the guys in Hitbox today because I wasn't sure when the stream was going to start. One, we decided to push it back a little bit because, well, because the patch has been so late, right? So we decided to push it back a bit, and now today I got my new desk, which you're probably wondering, Shaq, the angle is all different than normal. That's because I have a standing desk now. I'm actually standing up a little bit healthier instead of sitting all day long when I'm working on videos and whatnot. But hopefully the audio is good and everything is appropriately set back up. I had to unhook everything, throw it in a closet somewhere, and then bring it all back out and set it all back up on the new desk. And it's a little chaotic right now in the office. It's a little crazy, but all right. Let's see how everybody says. The streaming hat is lost. I actually don't know where it is. I'll have to find it another day. Another day. But all right, let's get started. Sorry if I shake the camera a little bit. I'm getting used to the new desk. But today in Space Engineers, and my audio is really loud. Audio is good. Audio is great. That's what I like to hear. Audio is great. Today we're waiting for the patch to come out. Yeah, like another patch day. Hopefully it won't be too long. You guys got to let me know, especially you guys over on Hitbox. Let me know, well, when the patch actually comes out. If you're wondering why I'm looking over here, this is where my chat is. I don't think we're gonna get planets today. No, I hope so, but I doubt it. They're still working on them. I hope yeah, I really do hope it's planets, but they got to work out all the bugs. The hat is missing. The hat is lies. Maybe on a break I'll go find it. I think I know where it is. All right, so today while we're waiting for the patch to come out, we're going to be designing a whole new fleet. That's my plan. We're going to start from the smallest ship and we're going to build our way up. And the first thing we're going to build is an Interceptor. And we're going to base this kind of on some of my favorite ships from Star Wars, but with my own flair to it. So let's go ahead and get started with a new world. A new custom world, and this will be our... Let's do a empty world. We could do the platforms. That way we have the red ship to compare scale to. Let's do that. And then let's put it into creative mode. And we'll say this is the XP Gamers Fleet Design Lab. And what mods will we have? Let's go into advanced first and set everything up. Enable spectator. Gotta have Mr. Coffee in there. Yep. We're going to enable spectator so we can fly around. You guys know how I like to use spectator mode to build in. Enable copy and paste is fine. Auto healing is fine. Let's turn off drones. Let's turn off cargo ships. That way we don't get harassed by anything that comes into the system. And let's go ahead. Shipyard shack. Indeed. Indeed. Shaq, your audio is fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? Oh, the Star Wars quotes begin. What else do we want to turn off? No sun rotation. That way we can always have whatever we're building at a certain angle to the sun so we can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and everything looks good. To the mods! To the glorious mods. That there ever have been mods. Indeed. 12 days till Battlefront and Fallout. Don't forget about Fallout right around the corner. Fallout 4. Today's mods are going to be, what should we use? Well, we've got the new battle cannon and turrets mod. We're going to add that. Let's open up the workshop. Every one of these streams, we always look at what's new in this week for the workshop. What are our new mods? I like that we're looking straight at the Cockpit mod for the Millennium Falcon. We won't be using this mod today, though. That's a great one. And that does work in DirectX 10. So, Fallout 4. 5 days. 5 days. Is it 5 days? Oh man, my sense of time is all over the place. So, ooh, this is new. I didn't see this today. Let's start at the beginning. We've got the VTOL block, please. What? Designed for surface. Well, we got a new ship. Kind of fancy. I have not actually looked at this one yet. Looks like oh man, he's designed it to land on planets. Very Firefly inspired. I dig that. It looks like the cargo bay is actually underneath the neck, which is where the bridge is. Exactly like Serenity. He's got Morph's trucks in there. Very cool. I dig the engines, but I bet they're not on rotors, are they? Oh, they are on rotors. Ooh. I wonder how the rotors like that. No amount of weight is too much for this lander. I bet that's not true. All right, so that's kind of a cool build. I dig that. What else we got? Well, we got the Malinor. Is I say that Malinor? That's Thor's hammer's armor from Halo. The Master Chief's armor. I actually had, and this is Ark's, yeah. So Ark, I chatted with him. What was it? Not last night. A couple nights ago. We were up. Well, I was up really late, chatting with him, figuring out how to make my own custom models for Space Engineers, specifically character models. Sadly, the one that I was trying to import didn't work, so I've got to. Yeah, I've got to figure it out. I think it's a texture problem, and my just lack of understanding. I'm using Blender to do it, and he was using like, I don't know, some other software. So it was a real pain in the ass. We got pretty close. That's what this is, actually. Clone Trooper. I was bringing in a Clone Trooper model as my demo. All right, so Battle Turrets Online. What else we got? Well, I want to add in the Immersive Cockpit. What else can we do? X3 soundtrack? Yeah. Camera overlay. We'll do that one. And we will do... I don't want to do too many mods. I want to kind of keep it vanilla. So mostly stuff that's just quality of life, and then some weapon packs. So like the what is it, X-Wing? No, it's the 95? No, what's the weapon on the X-Wing? Come on, guys, give me a hand here. What's the weapon that the X-Wing uses? It's like the K something. Oh, Shazbot. And he didn't name it like X-Wing weapon, did he? X-Wing. Wing? Ah, the KX-9. I knew it was K something. I knew it! Oh, Mr. Coffee. Thank you. Mr. Coffee mod. Gotta have the Mr. Coffee mod. Even though it won't be on the ship that we're gonna do first. Add it. There we go. It will be on there eventually. Coffee. What else we got? I want to put the... Don't need the wake bomb launcher on there. Not yet. Maybe when we do the bomber, because that's the only bombing mod that we got on there right now. Oh, we didn't finish looking at the workshop. I got distracted. Big gate mod. All right, so we got the armor on there. We got the Atlantis lights. Look really, really cool. If you're going for like a Stargate-themed server or something. I mean, check out this one. There we go. That is nice. I really do dig that. What else we got on here? I saw those earlier in the week. Oh, Sectan's new weird detached magnetic wheels. He makes some crazy stuff. These ones, now he's got sphere wheels. These are actually from today, I believe. Kind of cool. They float. They don't actually attach. So I guess there's less issues with the collision for it, which is kind of cool. Use the Sage thrusters. I could put the Sage mods in here. I really want to keep it kind of vanilla, though. We're going to be building an Interceptor first, so I don't know if I want to mix in Sage thrusters, especially now that we have hydrogen thrusters, which are really, really badass. The SS Arizona, and then a couple other builds. All right, so kind of a light week for mods this week, other than a new character model, which I hope we see a lot more. Oh, that's right, the missile guidance script. So I did a spotlight on this mod, the original mod, which was a missile destroyer. See if he's got a link to it. And oh my god, he's built a script, basically what it does. That's the torpedo right there. It says missile, but I think they're more like torpedoes. You can use the script to fire a missile and then TV remote guide it. So guide it wherever your camera is looking and then have it collide into something. And since it's made out of mostly heavy blocks, it will rip through 4 or 5 layers of armor without issue, especially light armor. It goes through it like it's butter. The rover cockpit, not for an interceptor, but what we do need, I want to get the immersive cockpit. That's one that I meant to install. And we'll keep it vanilla until... Oh, you know what we need? Desert planet. I love the desert planet to design on because it's so bright. So we'll put the desert planet's skybox in, and we shall add logistics for just make it look cool. And not the exploration, not the Reavers mod. All very cool mods, but those are more for like survival, which I do want to do when planets come out. That's probably going to be a thing for the stream. Whenever they come out. Holographic projector. We're not building a base. Don't need maglock surfaces either. Oh, I know what I want. I'm going to put them on there, the heavy landing gear, but we're probably not going to use them for this build, just because this is going to be vanilla. Cockpit. Where's the damn cockpit? Cockpit. Here we go. Immersive cockpit pack. Is that the one with the door that opens? Yes, yes it is. Sweet. I like this one because I can put a normal cockpit on there, and then when if this mod is there, I can just paste it in real quick. So let's get dangerous. 720p is the Yeah, that's as high as you're going to get today, just because the internet's been kind of crappy all day today. It might be because of the weather we're having here in North Carolina. I don't know why. I think we're set, though. Let's go. Let's get started. We're going to be building. Why not the speed increase? Oh, why not the speed increase? I didn't think about that, especially for an Interceptor. The speed at which... Darkwing Duck. Yes, the Darkwing Duck references are real. Especially with the speed that we want the Interceptor to go, a speed increase mod wouldn't have been bad. Wouldn't have been bad at all. I was messing around on a server, just an open server this past weekend, and I hadn't been on one in a long time, right? Because the multiplayer in Space Engineers, for the longest time, has been really borked. And I was shocked. Like, the server had a bunch of scripts and stuff running on it to keep it running smoothly. You know, deleting stuff that doesn't need to be there. Where's our red? There's no red ship? Oh, man, I took the wrong easy start. Mistakes were made. This doesn't have any ships on it. Oh, well. I was going to use the red ship as scale. I can, actually. I have it bookmarked. Big Red, come to me. Not that we really need you to scale for the Interceptor, but if we go into like a frigate or a cruiser, and I would say Big Red is like cruiser sized for Space Engineers. At least for my kind of scaling. Let's go ahead and paste in Big Red here. Just for scale. And this sun's over there, so let's go ahead. This is actually a pretty good angle. We'll do this. Shack, will you be accepting people into the 364th Star Citizen? All right, so Star Citizen, the deal with that, let's start a small ship while we chat about Star Citizen. Well, the reason why I haven't done a big recruitment video and started a big, large organization in Star Citizen is because I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to be able to do as a group in Star Citizen. Like, will we be able to set up an outpost and build, like, stations and stuff? Let's get mirror mode on. Will we be able to, you know, run blockades, set up blockades, and just do big operations as a group? I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. So if the case is that Star Citizen is going to be more focused on small group stuff, like, say, the RP series for the Space Engineers that I had going on for a while there, I'm just building a platform now to kind of mess with. This is going to be the beginnings of our Interceptor. Then I will focus on small groups, and I'll only invite people into the group that, you know, I will be playing directly with that are... if I got a 5-man crew, I'll probably have 5 people in my guild. Now, if, and I'm hoping this is the way it actually works out, the game ends up being this great mass multiplayer game with, like, we can have 100 people in a system at one time battling it out, and we have these big overarching goals, yes, I will be doing, like, lore-style videos announcing, you know, the organization and what we stand for in recruiting, and I'm going to get all you guys in it if I can, and we're going to set up some type of really cool goals, and we'll go to town with it, because I'm really excited for Star Citizen. So, basically waiting on the confirmation. I haven't talked about the big design stuff for the MMO aspect in a while. What happened to the Space Engineers RP series? Basically, everybody has really bad schedules, and they don't do this full time. I do, so it's kind of an issue. Okay, turn down my... Music seems really loud. Is it really loud for you guys? I'm going to turn it down just a hair. It seems just as loud as me talking, and that's not cool. That doesn't work for me. And I got my balance board next to me. You guys should see. You know what? You will see. Let's come with me on a journey, will you? We're going to check out my new desk, and you guys can see what I'm working with. Because I sit and I work all day at a computer, I decided to get one of these up desks, and they're pretty sweet. And I'm not sponsored by them, I just think it's really, really cool. So hang on one second. Now there is no music. There's no music at all? Well, it helps if I turn the music on through my balance board. So let's try it now. How's that, guys? Now there's music. Well, that explains why the audio's been fine. There's only been my voice. And that figures. Alright, just the sound of your wonderful voice. Alright, so how is the audio balance now? If I'm looking at the screen, I'm talking with you guys. Sounds good? Ah, the music. Sounds kind of like FTL music. It does. It's very chill. Music, balance, and mic is perfect. Fantastic. Alright, come with me on a journey. I can't hear anything now, but hopefully I can pull my camera off here and you guys can see kind of the setup. Oh man, I can't go very far with it, but this cable is so short. All right, well, basically, this is my new desk setup. You guys could see. And I've got these controls. That allow it to go up and down. Let me get it back on the preset so I don't mess something up. I think we're good. I spend all that time getting the camera set up just right, and then I go derping around with it and break it. All right, there we go. So hopefully you guys can see that, but it's supposed to let me stand up and stretch my legs, because if you sit all day, there's a lot of health issues that are a correlation with sitting all the time, especially with your circulatory system. So, all right, let's get to building this ship. So the idea of the ship, gotta adjust here. The idea of the ship is an interceptor. So what you do with an interceptor, it's supposed to be fast. It is exactly what the name says. You intercept things with it. You get out there really quickly. Maybe you're intercepting a bomber that's coming in. You're intercepting enemy fighters that are coming in. You're supposed to just throw the fighters off as they're coming in for your capital ships. Or you're intercepting large torpedoes, like the torpedo mod that we saw. Right? So you need a lot of acceleration. We also want to keep her really, really light. Really light. If you're looking for a correlation with this in something like Star Wars, it'd be the TIE Interceptor. Or the A-Wing. The A-Wing's another interceptor. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to take a cue off of something like the V-Wing from the Clone Wars. And what I want there to be 4 cannons on the wings. But I want the wings to be able to rotate up. You know what? I got a great example of this. I want them to rotate upwards, so when you land, the landing gear actually back of the weapons. And they work as a platform. And I have an example. I will be right back. Okay, so as an example, I don't know, let's see if you guys can see it. This was a gift from Tabby for Christmas last year. I remember I was talking to her about how I used to love playing with Legos as a kid, and she bought me a V-Wing as a Lego, but basically, this rotates like forward, and you got these 2 weapon systems on the side, and it's got 4 on each side. So what I want is the weapon systems to point forward when you're in flight mode, and then when you go to land, we're gonna have landing gear built into the bottom of these so you can lock down. And since they fixed landing gear, that should be doable and totally possible, and I think it'll look really cool when it takes off to watch it like transform sorta. So we'll see. We'll see if the landing gear are fixed enough for this to actually work. So we're gonna set that down. Legos! Oh yeah, like if you're talking about Legos, they got the AT-AT back there. But anywho, so first we need to get the cockpit down. I do actually like the design of the V-Wings. We're gonna use that as kind of our starting point, and then we're gonna go from there. We gotta get the right red down. You know what, we're gonna borrow a red from the red ship, because I think it actually looks really nice. You guys let me know about the patch. Yeah, Last Stand Gamer did something similar to this. He actually used it as a VTOL spacecraft. I'm gonna be going for VTOL, but not in the way that the engines are hooked there. It'll be the weapon systems and just the landing gear, because the engines, when they're hooked through a rotor, are really iffy. They don't like to go the way you want them to go, and they kind of mess up how the, well, just about how everything works, really. So, what I want to do is I actually want to flatten this out. We're gonna draw a little bit here. So, how do we want to do this? I think what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna use light armor for this. Remember, we're going for as light as possible. You know, the red is really hard to see when you're working on it, especially with my current situation with my captured card darkening all my stuff, so. Currently having, there you go. Issues with it coloring. Hopefully that's something they fix in the next version. So we're gonna do it in gray first. And then maybe have it like flow outwards on the front. Ah, this fighter cockpit never wants to just... See, I want maximum... Let me drop out of that and jump into here. I want maximum perspective, right? I don't want to block any of my viewports with armor. At the same time, I don't want to get shot to shit. And every time I built one of these smaller ships, hopefully this one will be quick enough, but my cockpit gets knocked out in a fight. It happens a lot, actually. How much does that block? Let's check. It blocks a little bit, but it's not too much. We might try even making a heavy armored version of this if this works out really, really well. I kind of want to go forward some more. Let's go out like that. Let's do... This is just kind of shaping it. We're going to come back through. We're just shaping now. We're going to come back through. We're going to hollow a lot of this out, and we're going to put in our ship systems, weapon systems, things like that. So have no fear. I do sort of have a plan sometimes. That one time when I had a plan. Do I want it to go to a single point, or do I want to make it thicker? Keeping it small. Keeping it small. All right. Now, it's an interceptor, so it's going to be a short-range craft. That means we're not going to have, well, no hyperdrive, because one, I'm using this as a modless one, and small ships don't get hyperdrives. We're not going to have a shield generator. No mods. And we're not even going to have an oxygen tank, I don't think. Well, we could have an oxygen tank and then be able to, like, refine our own helium. But I'm thinking just a fuel tank. The only problem with the fuel tank, why do I say fuel? Hydrogen. The only problem with the hydrogen tank, and I really want one for the acceleration of the hydrogen engines, is look at how big it is. It's going to be the majority of the ship, but if I cut out an oxygen tank, I might be able to make this work. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. What does XPG stand for? The XP Gamers. That would be my YouTube channel, if you don't know. If you're on here now, that means you're on the new, well, you're on a new YouTube channel to you, and I recommend you check it out. It's where I do all my video work. Let's do connector. Do we want to do it too? They actually got rid of the glass on these. They used to be see-through, and I'm kind of glad they did. There was really no reason to, oh, you know what we can do? Connector. I never used this. Never, ever used the connector frame at all. And this is the first time I actually had the opportunity to do so. So what I've done is I've spaced that out one, and that allows us to hook this on board. So just look at the scale of that. Cutting out everything we don't need. It still makes it ginormous. It really does. Like, look at that. That tank is godly large. My camera's cable fell in front of my screen. Get out of here. Yeah, the glass is bugged. No, it's not bugged. They removed it on purpose. Yeah, that was in the patch notes because it was using up way too much in the way of processing, I guess. For all of those conveyors that most of the time you build them inside your ships. You don't even see them anyways. I don't really know if I like this front end yet. Let's fill it out the rest of the way. What if we did this? You know what we could do? We could actually use the blocks that shall not be named, the light armor slopes, and make this a little bit more interesting. Like, we could do something like... I'm just messing around now, kind of getting a feel for it. Like that. And then we could use... Let's get the rest of the sloped box. These... I'm so glad they added these. I mean, they could... They're not my favorite, the way they did it. But, because there was a mod that everybody uses for these. Uncle's armored blocks. Oh, we had a subscriber. I'm so sorry. I was yapping, and I was like, oh, well, I'll talk about it in just a second. Show log. Who was that? LD3. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel. I do appreciate that. Some of the LODs still show glass. Really? I haven't noticed that. Interesting. Really? I'm gonna have to build you all the way that far? Gee, and there's little bits that I wish they had. The front ends are just never good. They never come out the way I picture them. Let's see what we can do about that. What if we do... See, those don't even fit. And these aren't really the corner pieces that I'm looking for. These aren't the droids you're looking for. It's not the piece that I need either. I mean, I could do like that number, which looks alright. It's alright. It's not... Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And then you're just going to be a flat. Now it just looks like it's got a hump. It's got a bump in the front. A funky looking bump. Welcome back to you, front end. We'll come back to you. All right, so let's keep going with the back end. So we need a reactor. And the amount of thrusters and stuff we're going to have on this, she's going to be power hungry beast. So we're going to want to do... we're going to want to do one large reactor for sure. The question is, what part do we want it in? Hydrogen tank on the inside, reactor on the outside. I mean, it's doable. Then we just do, like... I'm trying to keep her as compact as possible. Compact as possible is the name of the game. We also need a cargo container to hold all the ammo and the bullets. Good cargo container. Doesn't need that big of a cargo container, though. I mean, that might actually be bigger than we need. So it's now all connected up. It's like slapping it all together here. Sideways ports. Then hook up the cargo containers. Conveyors. Come to me, conveyors. That's one of you. Where's your... Am I missing one? What the juice? Small conveyor curve. There we go. There we go. So, if you've never seen me build anything in Space Engineers, I like to make iterations. So I will build something, tear it apart, make a copy of it, build it again, tear it apart, rip off the wings because I liked them on one, and the engine because I liked it on the other. All right, so we've got 2 lines running in between these two. I do actually like that. That way, if one takes a hit from like the left or the right, well, we can keep on trucking. How does the reactor connect to the rest of the system? Well, there you go. Hey, we had a subscriber. Hello. Ritz, 1906, thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. All right, oh, that's not gonna work out. Let's go ahead and make that not do that. Okay. Guess those buttons are reversed. Okay, so we've got... I could actually run these up here. Is that how long that got? It's not too bad, though, because we could do the weapon systems back here, actually. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, what we could do is, let's remove those. Let's get a connector. Conveyor. And slap a conveyor onto conveyor. Whoa, too big. Small conveyor. I always do that. Small conveyor. Strap you right there, and that is going to end up being the mount point for our weapon systems, which we will need a rotor. So advanced rotor, so it'll pipe stuff through it. Oh, what the shit? You're kidding me, right? There's no small advanced rotor? No way! Ah. Wait, what? How does that work? There's no advanced rotor, so I'd have to use like these big monsters. That won't work. That's not the right size. What about small rotor? Small rotor. Nope. Small rotor doesn't have a pipe through it. Crap. This kind of wrecks my plan as a unmodded ship. That won't pipe things through it. The advanced rotor will, but the small one won't. This is a modless build, so that would kind of eliminate the point of having, to getting the small hydrogen tank. But I may have to anyways. I may have to at very least get the small mod pack. The mega mod. Damn, I didn't want to have to do that, but it looks like I may have to. I mean, I could make this work. I could still make this work, it's just, I'd have to rotate this. Like, here, I'll show you guys what I'm saying. Let's just do that, so we can remove this. Let's go back to the cargo container. 6. And then we do... rotate it a little bit, so we get the port on the top. We do that. We pipe to the port in some way, whichever way we decide we want to do it. So we don't need these here anymore. Let's get rid of those. But basically, we've now piped to that, right? And then we pipe... Oh, hey, look at this. We get to use these again. Stick that on there. This technically should work. We're gonna give it a go. And then you slap that on there, and there you go. You've got a rotor connector. That means that we're gonna have to have some type of connection for the weapon system, though. And that's gonna be really weird, because that means we'd have to use a cargo container that was big enough, and that means these are gonna be part of our wings. Which is, that's a lot of cargo space for a tiny interceptor. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know, man. I mean, it works so far. I could build it into the wing system. It's like it's part of our rotor. We can now rotate them. Why not put the cargo container on the rotating bit? Oh, like this, right? Like, there's the rotating bit. It's attached. So that should all be piped. And then we just have to make it like, it'll work, it'll work. Let's see what we can do with a modless version before we go crazy and mod it. So, all right. So next up, I want to. Oh, I can't mirror this, so we're gonna have to build these individually. I might actually build this, detach it, and then copy paste. Copy pasta. Copy pasta. Let's armor this a bit. Armor this up, because these are our wings. They will be our wings. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, let's just armor over the entrance here. We don't really need that. We're gonna be able to move our ammo through the ports on the top and the bottom. Indeed. Oh, this is gonna be such a weird fighter. It's gonna be cool, though. I think it's gonna be really cool. Ba-da-ba-ba. So I'm curious if any of you guys have watched the new Rebels series, and what do you guys think of it? Because I've actually been watching it, and I'm really enjoying it, especially coming off the Clone Wars. A lot of those, like, I think a lot of the answers that I wanted from Clone Wars are coming. You know, we could probably take that up. Let's take it up. Then let's curve it in. And then same thing here. Let's curve it. Now this is in like fighting formation, right? So this means that our landing gear will be on the bottom. Our landing gear will be on the bottom, and our weapons will be sticking out this way. Wow, actually, we might be able to just slap our weapons directly to that. Let's grab some weapons real quick so we can scale them. Get them the right size. I got a couple weapon mods installed. Now this is one place where I will mod, because God, the weapons, guys, the weapons are not good. Space engineers need serious weapon upgrades. I had expected more from Hondo, however. Oh, you know he's coming back. He's not done yet. I said the same thing about Lando when I saw him. I was like, whoa, they're gonna have him, right? They gotta have more Lando Calrissian. I got a feeling we're gonna see more. Definitely. They're just introducing a lot of the characters in the first season, second season. Hondo is fantastic. Oh, man. You know, I'm a Jedi sympathizer. I had a Jedi as a friend. Well, I think we were friends. Like, that was one of my favorite lines. I think the port on this... Oh, crap. All right, we're going to find out real quick. I don't know where the port is on this KX-9, so let's find out where it is. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna drop a KX-9. KX-9, if you don't know, is the X-Wing's blaster, one of the 4, and it is slap damn right in the middle of it. Okay, cool. Cool, very cool mod. I wish the guy would have made more weapon mods, because he has the best. This is for my own reference. I don't think these are gonna stay where they are. This is just kind of a length scale. I want to know how long these weapons are so far. Wow, okay, the ship is already longer than I originally had intended, but that's okay. That is okay. We have to design around the limitations of the parts we're using. How high? It was the flat, 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 and then it was 1 up? Nope, this is supposed to be a curved block. This is wrong! Get out of my face, block! You're wrong, nobody likes you. There we go. And then these need to come... I want these to curve, like, kind of underneath it, kind of shielding the hull of the ship. That's my plan. Rotor explosions. Now, somebody said rotors were fixed. That's what kind of spurred on this idea. And if they're not fixed, maybe they will be in this patch. We don't know. There's a patch today. And that's what I was thinking. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe. Maybe. Give it more depth when we color it. Give it way more depth when we color it. So we're gonna slap that on there. I want to... this cargo bay is totally exposed right now, and I kind of want to armor that as well. We can't put any engines on this, because the way engines react when they're on a rotor is not good. That's why VTOL craft don't come out very well. Yet. Because the game doesn't know how to handle it. It kind of looks at it, I think, as two different ships. Wow, what did I just do? I did a twofer on the bottom, then one, then a curve. Curve, then one, then a twofer. Why does this one look... Why does this not look like the other? Oh, I guess that's right. Oh, I see. I filled in this. I filled in this section, so I probably shouldn't have filled that in. That's no real reason for that. Let's make it spaced armor. That's what we'll call it. Spaced armor. I feel like it should curve in more. Yeah, we should make that curve in more. Let's use more half pieces. Bzzz, get your face out of here. Let's do the same idea, but let's curve it down. Like, grab the little piece there. Too much curve now? No, that could be good. That could be good. Hip, 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 hip. Hip, 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 hip. Okay, that's better. See, I like that. And the whole thing will curve backwards, so we can set her down and land, and then we'll have a deployable landing gear in the nose to give it a 3-point landing system. And I definitely dig that, so. Let's fix the bottom. Because all things must be equal. Must be even. What did I do? I did small half block. And a... Patch out yet? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah. Modded on this one, I bet we could make it way skinnier. Somebody was like, this thing is damn fat. It really is. You're not wrong. It's not actually that bad. If I suck in the rotor to its maximum, it might be a little bit better. It might be a little bit better. This is supposed to be an Interceptor. It's supposed to be super small. But with my rotating idea, I bet we can make this half the size if I install the mini mod, the mini ship mod thing. Okay. I also want to make it kind of pointy in the front, shielding the weapons as best it can. And then the back, still got to build in our landing gear, which this will land to. Speaking of landing gear, let's take a look at those. Landing gear. Unmodified landing gear. That's getting there. That's getting there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Now we're getting someplace. This. That's not terrible. That's what you want to hear when somebody's designing a ship. That's not the worst thing I've ever built. That's gonna have to work. That's just how that piece works. Those side pieces drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a copy of this, cut off the wing, flip it around, and attach it to the side. Hopefully. So I don't have to make it again. Since we can't mirror mode this because it's on rotors. You don't belong there. One of these is not like the others. So, and then let's go ahead and stick you on there, and then you there. And now we're getting someplace. Now we're gonna strip. What we're doing is we're building the armor up around the landing gear, so when you do see the landing gear, you'll never actually see the landing gear, is my end goal. You'll never even know there's landing gear there because they're built so far into the armor plating that it just disappears. Like so. It's kind of part of it. Kind of part of the module. I dig that. And yet when I flip her around, those will still lock onto the surface and hopefully not explode. No matter how many gyros you use. What about gyros? Oh, you're talking about the weird acceleration thing that happens when you're using pistons and gyros? Yeah, that's kind of a thing. It'll be interesting to see how it responds to them on this thing. Like, how is that going to work? Because I'm basically going to have a giant hydrogen engine on the back of this thing, and she's going to be based on hydrogen thrust solely. So how big is the hydrogen engine? We have our reactor, we have our thing. Let's grab the engines on here. Just want to see how big you really are. All right, and then we're gonna have 9. We have a bunch of these little guys that are going to allow us to move quick in a hurry, in and out of the way. Why aren't you on? Is it because I don't have an oxygen generator? But I have a hydrogen tank. You would be that way, wouldn't you? Oh, you're not connected, duh. Shack, God, it's like you've never played this game before. It's like you don't even know what's going on, man. Go 8, and let's rotate. We're gonna hook up our hydrogen. I don't know if this is the pipe we're gonna eventually use. We just want to get her online. What? You didn't let me place it. There you go. 8, and you're hooked to there, and I still have to hook you to the rest of the system. So what we'll do is we'll cut off you, put a connector. This ginormous, I think we're gonna have a center line on this ship to kind of cover up the fact that there's a fuel tube right there. This is really bad, actually. I may want to do 2 of these because if I took a hit to the top, that would just fly off and kill us all. I might actually go down to the side and then down from here just to have a backup one, but I notice you're still not on. You're still not on. Am I gonna have to hook like an oxygen generator to you just to fill you up? Yeah, I probably am. Oxygen generation system. This is just a temporary thing to turn the damn engine on. The idea is that we would dock. This would be an interceptor launch from a spaceship or a carrier, a space station. Already have a fuel tank that's full, and you wouldn't have to worry about this. But we're gonna go ahead and let that tank charge up. Get a full charge because they made the tanks hold 4 times as much. That's why I think this is gonna be doable now. The port on the cargo container is not connected to the hydrogen tank correctly. Let's see. It's not connected at all, except for the system that I just attached. Well, it's not connected correctly because that's a large port in the back. And it won't be because I have to use those large ports to pipe the ammunition to the rotors because the rotors only come in large when you want to use the advanced ones, apparently. I did not actually know that because I've never tried to use them because rotors have been something that I've avoided like the plague. I can't see what's going on here. What the juice? This isn't a straight line, that's right. There's a hydrogen tank is just slightly larger. Slightly larger. There we go. Now we're dual piped. We'll dual piped from 2 different sides, and I should be able to take you off, and the engine should still stay on. Hey, look at that. Progress is made. So let's make a copy of our soon-to-be bulky Interceptor, the vanilla build, before we go mod the crap out of it. Patch out yet? Can't be a shuttle, there's no lounge. Have you guys seen my shuttle in the first stream I did? It actually came out pretty well. I did the,
You know what's going on?
what's it called?
Maybe it's another drill.
Why is Shack standing? Using a up desk. A little bit healthier. Be able to stand. I will be sitting shortly though because I've been on my feet for hours. Getting the stream prepped. Alright, so we got a copy of this thing. Let's go ahead and delete. How do we want to do this? I say we delete. Oh, JDog43 dropped 20 bucks on me. Says, thanks, Shack, for all your videos. Keep up the great work. Planet Hype. Hyping that planet. I will continue to keep up the work, sir. I have every intention of doing so. I love my job. I love being a YouTuber. I really, really do. We're not going to be able to do that until I remove this. But thank you for the 20 bucks and supporting the channel. Now, let's edit it. You need to go away. There you go. Let's slap on our wing so all things are equal. What do you mean I can't place that there? You too good for your home? Oh, you son of a... What, is it the rotor? Oh, you would. You're gonna be that way, aren't you? The rotor's in the way. No, the fuel tank is in the way. Why is the fuel tank in the way? It's no Nowhere near their box. Ah, son of a... Okay. I see. I see how it is. Gonna have to find a solution to this. I have an idea. I do have an idea. Alright, it might work. We need another copy of this, because I'm probably gonna break stuff. So let's make another copy. Slam them over there. Let's grab this. Nope, stop that. Let's grab a line here. This is our reinforcement block. Let's remove the tank. Everything should still be attached. Get out of here. And then let's attach you directly. Oh, that's the whole ship. We don't want the whole ship. We just want the wing that I cut off. You. We want you. Now, if you copy something, when you go to paste it, it will paste from the thing that you copied, like where you copied it from. So notice that the center of my my build here is actually... No, it's still not letting me do it. Am I crazy? What's in the... Is it you? Are you in the way? All right, let's post our... Paste that there. Shack, the pipe, the pipe. The pipe? Pipe, Shack, pipe, 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 no pipe. Put the pipe there, remove it from the wing, and put the rotor on the pipe. Ah, okay. I feel like you guys may be onto something. So what we'll do is we'll put the pipe there. Pipe. Where'd the... This is what you guys are talking about? The... Oh, hell, where is it? Did I get rid of it? No, it's gotta be here. The little, like, middle piece? Oh, now it's not updating my chat. There we go. It's the pipe, they say. I don't know what pipe you guys are talking about. So let's grab conveyor. Is it this thing that you're talking about? That I should put this down and then put the rotor directly attached to that? I mean, that could be done. Oh, because I think I see what's going on. Yeah. I think I see what you guys are saying. If we remove this and then we copy it from the rotor and push the rotor directly to it, it'll be far enough away that it'll actually go. No, there's still something else that's in. Something else is amiss. Remove the pipe from the side of the reactor. Oh, it's this pipe? It shouldn't be. Look at the lineup. I mean, we could remove it. Yeah, see, it's not the pipe from the side of the reactor. It's something else that's in the way. Or it's just the rotor having a gigantic bounding box. Or the bounding box is touching this. Which is totally possible. Let's make another copy of it. You, get out of here. Maybe it's just hitting that. Maybe. You won't even attach pipe to pipe. You get out of here. And now you're not even lining up with it. There you go. You're still not lining up because it's the rotor block. All right, we're just gonna have to build it. We're gonna build it. It won't be that long. We can put it together. So we'll grab the spacer. And then we're gonna use the advanced rotor, which is 0 at the top, which we can experiment with this and lock down the angles once we get the actual stuff online. I've got plenty of examples floating around now to see exactly how I built it. So then we gotta put a cargo container. 6. It's the front hull that's in the way. See, I don't believe, I mean, maybe. Whatever, let's just stick this on here. Get it built. Let's get it done. This has gotta go like this. Yep, now we're attached. Let's grab our weapons, attach those. Nope, didn't do that right. Gotta use the, gotta rotate the cargo containers. So our attachment points are on the right side. There we go. That way that our weapons are actually locked on to the piping, like so, which gotta make sure I have this centered. These weapons might, there we go. Centered, cool beans, centered, that one should be good. Excellent. Now, we started this right off the side of it. So we plated it, and then we went up in every direction 1. So let's go like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And then let's just fill it in. Ha-ha! Hey! The new patch is out, it looks like. Unless I'm wrong. I think Ballad just put up a link to it. So we're gonna check it out right now. Let's just get this set up. Okay, guys, so if you're new to the stream, if you haven't seen this before, yay, the patch is out, patch alert. What we do for the patch, when the patch actually comes out, we watch it live. There's not gonna be any audio for the patch when we watch it here live on the stream. But it's normally just music anyways, so it's not really a big deal. Let me go ahead and refresh. Pull this over here, and then we'll discuss it. We'll discuss exactly, oh wow, what we're gonna be looking at. So Space Engineers, update 1.107. Building from Cockpit. Building from Cockpit. Let's see what we've got. Can we make it like... All right, building from Cockpit, Space Master. What is that? That's the new build from the workshop we were just looking at. Pretty sweet looking. Go ahead and pull the chats up so I can see you guys again. What is Space Master? They always do their spotlights now of the community stuff. Probably a bunch of bug fixes, but we'll see. Give them a thumbs up for the hard work that Keen's been doing. That is a sweet looking build. It's vanilla too. That's what blows me away. I really like the ribbed armor look. It's one of the same thing we kind of did for the RP series, for the Nostromo. You can see he's got the scripts on the inside to show all the ship systems, statuses and all that. Something that I still have yet to mess with. Pretty cool mod though. Tell you how much your ammo is left and whatnot. All right, so let's get a little bit farther through this. I mean, like, the community builds are really, really cool. But I want to see... Okay, in this week's update, here we go. Here we go. With this week's update, we are implementing a feature that enables building directly... From what? Directly from the cockpit. A new admin tool set with empowers server admins to better manage their games and some bug fixes. Well, good. There's updates to the... server hosting. A construction cockpit allows you to place new blocks in the exact same way that you used to from the comfort of your small or large. What? Be able to build inside the cockpit, you have to have conveyors feeding you material. Oh, okay, so you could have like a build ship now that's just like a little maneuverable body that you float around in. Very cool. Especially now that you need hydrogen to run your thruster or your jetpack. Building from the cockpit, 2 modes, use building for placing classic blocks. It's a neat feature. I mean, I never even thought about them needing to add it, but it keeps you inside your ships all the time. Are bug fixes adding space bugs or actually fixing bugs in the game? That's an excellent question. Got gypped. Alt F10, another great new feature that is added today is the Space Master. It will empower server admins to better maintain their servers or to enforce the server rules or create a game environment on the fly. Think Dungeon Master. It will enable them to manually cycle through ships, stations, and characters and then have them deleted, depowered, or stopped. This is great for server hosts because a lot of times you'll get these players that'll come in if you're running a server and they'll build like 20 grinders or 20 welders is the worst thing, and they'll just destroy a server because they take up so much resources. Show trash information. Okay, that allows you to clean up your server easily. This is actually really good. I mean, it's not very exciting features for people who are just like playing the game, but it's desperately needed for multiplayer hosts. Space Master can build without having any resources in survival mode. Nice! So if you're an admin and you want to do an event, like say we want to have a giant Star Wars battle or 2 factions want to battle it out, I can make a objective everybody that goes to it and fights over it. While still being in survival, I don't have to reload the map. Right now you have to, well, before you had to reload the map to do stuff like this. Load it into creative, build what you wanted, save it, reload it back onto the server. It was like an hour-long process. Press F8 to enter spectator mode and control space to teleport to the current location. Did they already have that? I was doing it on accident and thought it was a bug. The Reavers are coming. What? That's a mod. Oh, more planet teasers. Keen, why are you so mean to me? Oh, look at that mountain peak. Looks so good. I want it. What is this? Oh, just showing off planets. Oh, I love the extra effort they took to make the planets actually look good and not just giant asteroids in space. That skybox and the clouds are moving too. That texture is actually moving around and give it a little bit more. All right, guys. There you go. That's today's patch. Not a whole lot for us to play around with in creative mode here. So I'm not even going to bother dropping out. I'm going to save. I am not going to bother dropping out and updating just yet because there's nothing really for me to show off in this patch. Didn't think we'd have planets today, so I'm not really disappointed. They will come out when they're ready. Get my chats going, and then we'll get back to building. So we're rebuilding our wing. And we've got to build it out. We've got to get it out and back, and we've got to armor plate the actual cockpit. That's what or the actual cargo container. I armor plated it in case it was to take rounds in combat. In glorious combat for the Republic. Alright, let's go ahead and slap you. Do some curd blocks. Right here. Curd blocks on the top.
You know what's going on?
Right
Maybe it's
here.
another drill.
Thank you for your service, Shack. Oh, it doesn't say your name. Save the date, Wednesday, November 11th is Veterans Day. And I did not see the rest of the missions. Let me see. Yes, it is. November 11th is Veterans Day. And my West Potomac AJROTC, Air Force Junior Recruit Officer Training Corps. I had to think of the whole thing. Yeah. We'll be marching in V-Day Parade in New York City. Oh, that is awesome, dude. See if you channel. Omega. Oh, it's Omega. Dude, that is fantastic. Okay, so you're drilling in the parade. That's fantastic, dude. I hope you have a ton of fun with that. And maybe we'll see you on TV. Omega on TV. With his flight. Okay, we gotta do some angled blocks. But that is really cool, man. Do a curved block here and here. No, one of these is not right. I'm supposed to be building this up, and this is supposed to go out, so you're gonna be like a solid block, aren't you? Yeah, this isn't right. Bzzz, with your face. Let's work from the top. So the top was... Are they level right now? They are level. We need an armor block here. Omega's gonna be marching in New York. Very, very cool. Da, 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 da. And then let's do this. We're just getting the second wing done real quick. Oh, we gotta put the hydrogen tank back inside. Hopefully we don't have any issues with sticking this back inside. Nope, we're good. We're golden. Gotta remember to take that platform out of the bottom, though. Okay, so here's the Earth, right round. That's an old reference. Old Flash animation. And we're gonna want a... I want to say I used... I would be wrong. I want to say I used this, and then I would be totally wrong. That. There we go. Now it's starting to look familiar. And that. Ah! Right. That might be too far down. It's such a pain. That's how rotors work, though. Good old rotors. There's what we're missing. We're missing a layer. We're missing a level. Is it 2 down? 2, right? Yep, 2 down, and then we build it smoothly into that section. And then the bottom here is also going to be built out of a 2 block. So let me get the 2 block installed. My light on? No, my light's not on. That's why it's so damn dark. Let's grab a block. Do the 2 block angle so we can get the rest of this wing done, and then we will start working on... I might go back to the front end because it's really bugging me. That's so ugly. There we go. Now we're looking all right. We get a little curb block in there. Make it all even. Yep. See what the chat says. Patch is out. It is out. We actually already looked over it. Not a whole lot going on today. Lots of really good stuff for server admins, which they will be so happy about. But directly just for us, people playing maybe single player or just trying new stuff out in this, not a whole lot for us. Not disappointed though, because they're focusing on getting... I might have gone too high with that. Nope, I did not, because we have to get the landing gear down. Let's go ahead and put the landing gear in, make sure it's set up properly, and then we can armor the rest of the back end up. Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And armor. Armor. Does the armor go in? No, it doesn't. It's hollow. Okay. So that looks good. This looks good. The wings are on point. That's actually not bad. I really like that. I like that. So right now, if you're just joining us, the idea is we're building an Interceptor in my new fleet of custom designed ships. This one's going to have 2 rotors, and the weapon systems are actually going to go upwards. They're facing forward right now, so this is like fighting mode. Landing mode, though, they'll actually rotate upwards, and the bottom of the back end, if you didn't notice, the landing gear, we'll be able to attach the landing gear to the ground, and then have a 3rd landing gear underneath the cockpit. So that's our current design scenario. Indeed. I don't know why people keep saying update. I already ran the update video. Just check it out over on Space Engineer's YouTube channel if you haven't seen it already. Landing gear doesn't matter whether it's reversed or not. Are they... As long as they're the same direction, I'm happy. And they're not. Thank you. That would have bugged me if I saw it while we were flying. So, they need to be that way. There we go. Just so they're level and equal. That makes me happy. So, we got that system in there. We got our hydrogen thruster on the back, which is off again. And the reason it's off is because it has no hydrogen in the system. Now, this is an Interceptor. She's short range, like I said before. So, we're not going to have... Actually, that's not bad. That fits just fine. I could have 2 hydrogen generators on board if I really wanted to, but... The idea is you'll load up your fuel tank before you go out, and the mission will be over before you run out. And since they've increased the hydrogen capacity of these tanks by 4 times in the last patch, I'm not really worried about running out. Oh, crap, I don't have mirror mode on. I can copy this in case we break it. This is how I roll. 500 missiles! Oh my god, he found it! You found a link to it! It is the Earth, round... Okay, so... Oh my goodness. So good. How do I want to do this to make it look good? I need to armor it, but I want it to look good while armored, and hopefully we just won't take a hit. I'm gonna put lots of thrusters on it. Probably gonna be a lot of under thrusters. Well, we got cargo bays, we got weapons. We're not gonna have an oxygen system. I may remove the oxygen system we already have. I have not decided yet. Well, let's go ahead and remove it for now. I'm trying to keep it light. Keep the weight down. We gotta put the thrusters on still, which we're gonna be using these, which is gonna be, not those, these, which is gonna be hard because we gotta pipe them. So I'm gonna have to find a way to pipe these thrusters. To give me maximum maneuverability. Indeed, indeed. Okay, I have an idea. I have a thought. I put this on here just to reinforce the bottom, but we can remove this, and we'll remove this. And we'll add in a small connector here. And what we'll do is we're going to do a line of thrusters, like center line thrusters on the bottom. And that's why we're using connectors, because... Or these conveyors. I keep saying connectors. Conveyors, because we can do this. Flame on! There we go. Not too shabby. Alright, so we're hooked up there. We can do one of these numbers. And we can pipe. Pipe. you know what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to test this in survival. We're gonna have to test this in survival. Can't we? Yeah, we can take this up and see how long the thruster, the hydrogen fuel actually lasts. Is this possible? Is this even doable? We're gonna do with these numbers because these are gonna be a few of our favorite things. Remember, we haven't armored anything yet. This is just getting the subsystems installed. Yeah, how do you copy? Control C to copy whatever you're in. Make sure you're in creative, and then Control V. So there's a copy of the ship right there. We're gonna go ahead and copy it again, just in case I break it, because I have a habit of destroying everything I create in this game on accident. And I'm like, oh, let me just change this one thing. Oh, you deleted the one block that held everything together. I may be a little better, I'm just saying. It's happened to me more than once. All right, we got sideways thrusters, we got downwards thrusters, we need upwards thrusters. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue this little plan of mine, and we're gonna just remove this. We're gonna put these on. Man, with these hydrogen thrusters gives connectors like this a whole new life when designing ships. I think we're gonna burn through this fuel in like 2 seconds. We may have to redesign some of this for space flight, maybe replace some of these with ion engines, but we'll see. We're gonna do my very first hydrogen-only vehicle. Very expensive to fly. We need more back thrust, though. I feel like we need more oomph. That's right, oomph. So, how about we... Why can't I place that? What did I just do? What did I break? What did I break? I broke something. It's not letting me connect this. Oh, maybe it just won't let me connect it to that. So, I see. You know what we could do? More connectors. Wish it gave me weights. That would be nice when you're building something in creative, if it told you not only the component requirements, but the weight of the item as well. I probably need to go one more, and now we're getting kind of close to our rotating weapon systems. I'm a little scared that we're gonna hit it. That's some thrust, though. That is some, like, straight up, we're getting the shit out of here. We're getting out of Dodge in 2 seconds. And then one right there to connect the fuel it. Power up. Power up. No? Is there no connector on the sides? There is a connector. There's a connector right there. There's a connector right there. Connector's leading up the back. Are we out of fuel? Does this burn fuel? No, it's got full tanks. Everything's off now. What have we done? What did we break? Or is this that bug that we had last time? Shut her down, turn her on, check the fuel. Hydrogen tank, 100%. Okay, we're not burning fuel. They just decided they weren't gonna work anymore. Interesting. I like the dual engines, I just don't think that's gonna work for us. I really do. I mean, we could put them, no we can't. They're as close together as they can get without being off center. Unless I stacked them up top and bottom of each other. That could work. Have one on top and one right on the bottom. Indeed. Yes, update. All right, I'm gonna start banning people. Spamming update. Because we already know. So let's just go ahead and get rid of you. The banhammer has come down upon thee. I strike you down with the might of 1,000 suns. Yeah, that teaser does show that planets are probably really close. I mean, they're looking good. The issues that we saw during the live stream for their big deal that they did not too long ago was basically the game crashed a few times when they were on the planet's surface in the build they were using. So I gotta work out those crashes. Hopefully they did. Hopefully they weren't too irritating in the latest build and they were able to fix them quickly. I need braking thrusters. I only have, what, 3 planned? I don't even have them installed yet. That is a problem. What if we did... Yes. Let's do this. And let's do this. And then let's do like tiered thrusters. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of like an intake on an F-16. I dig this. I just wish I knew how much these weighed. Am I weighing the ship down too much with this? We won't know until we can test it, and I can't test it until I build it. But basically, this is what I had in mind. Like, look at that. And then armor around it. Kind of gives it that, I think it'll give it that kind of like Star Trek-esque deflector dish glowy area. Indeed. Okay. We still have the top end. I don't want to mess with that too much just yet. We're probably going to have to reload the map. I have a feeling there is an issue right now with these thrusters. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to reload the map, hopefully fix the thrusters, and I'm going to, yeah, I'll reload it. We'll see if it fixes it. Sometimes the hydrogen thrusters just like to turn off in creative and not come back on. So I will be right back, guys, in like a few minutes to get a glass of water. Be right back. It helps if I turn on the microphone and the game volume. So there we go. All right. Oy. So, the engines work again, thankfully. I just had to reload the map. I don't know, it's something to do with creative mode. Maybe they fixed it in the recent patch. I have not updated it yet because I didn't close the game from today's patch. But, all right, let's get dangerous. Let's finish up our ship. I don't know. I don't know if I like the... I'm going to definitely change it. I'm definitely going to fatten out the bottom. I think this is too much, actually. I think I've gone maybe one too far. We've gone too far. I think it's way more thrusters than we actually need to stop. But since it's an interceptor, I wanted to turn on a dime. A lot of you guys were like, "Shack, that's too many hydrogen thrusters. That'll never work." And we know it's probably not going to work. It's probably going to be too much. And I totally accept that. But I just want to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, it's real easy for me to go in here, remove some piping, and remove some hydrogen thrusters, basically. Wow, that's really, really white. Let's not use those. It's too white. And we're gonna go ahead and build some stuff. We're gonna just mess around with some armoring. Armoring? Armor it up. That doesn't work for me. Let's do curved. Indeed! White Wolf, the patch is out. Check out what they've added over on the Space Engineers YouTube channel. Basically, a lot of cool stuff for admins. I kind of want these buried, but I don't know how much higher I want to go with the back end. I mean, I could go one more. I could go higher. I just don't really want to, but I don't really have a choice because of the way I set the thrusters. Actually, it's not my fault. It's the hydrogen tank's fault. It's what it is. Oh, game froze. Those random freeze-ups. What have I done? Oh, I bumped the wing. It's fine. I thought that was my actual ship for a minute. So, like, I want to bury these in here. See what I'm doing? Like, that was my plan. Bury them in. I could probably dig out the one block I just put in there and put the antenna in there or something, but we'll come back to that. Let's just go ahead and armor up the rest of the ship's systems to keep her protected. And then we'll do a side block there. As protected as you can be in light armor. I mean, it's all relative, right? And then we're still gonna have to move the wings, which I have not tried yet. And I may have to lock down the wings with landing gear. Basically using landing gear to lock them in position. Which is a thing. I mean, we can do that. Can you please explain this game? Daniel wants to know. Yeah, real quick, I can. Space Engineers is about building structures and vehicles in space, coming up with ships that you want to do a certain job with, and then figuring out solutions on how to build those ships the different ways, and kind of working with the mechanics to see what you can build. The game is currently in a early development stage, even though it has been in development for... What do you guys say? It's been in development for a while, I know that. I mean, I've been spotlighting stuff for it for over a year now. But game development takes a long time, so it should be expected for a game like this, or any game, developed by a decent-sized team with this kind of wide-reaching goal to take a while. It has a survival mode where you can mine resources and kind of Minecrafty in a way, with a volumetric design. So you can like dig holes and stuff. Like this is iron right here. I can dig this up and I can stick it in a refinery and refine it and turn it into its, refined metal, and then take that metal and take it over to an assembler. And there's other things that do, there's all kinds of items that do different things. And you basically figure it out as you play. That's the fun part. It's kind of one of those games that make you think, and I really do enjoy it. And if you're into that kind of crafty game, then you probably will too. All right, so let's go ahead and armor this down the line. Let's just armor plate the crap out of this, because we're not going to attach anything more to the sides, and we need to be clear of the rotors. So let's clear the rotors. Plenty of space for the rotors. Getting hot in this office. I have two big old lights on right now, so you guys can see what's up. And it gets toasty. All right, now it's got a weird bump on its forehead. Oh my goodness, what have I done? It's that hydrogen tank. It's too big. It's just nothing I can do about that without modding. And this is the vanilla build of my Interceptor. God, it's bad. It's real bad. It's so bulky. I mean, I can cut it down some in the back, but I've already gotten it so high. I could remove these thrusters and I could move them to the back of it. Or I could like build them into the front or something, but that doesn't work for me either. All right, well, we'll keep going. we'll keep going, and then we'll kind of figure out what exactly it is that we want to do with this. Let's go ahead and make these angled. Yep, sadly, no planets yet. And I want them. I want the multiplayer code more than I want the planets. I mean, I really want the multiplayer to work well. That might burn that, actually. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I think it's 3 blocks. 3 blocks that they'll start burning stuff. I kind of wanted these actually revealed, like you could see them. Why don't we cut this in half? Let's get rid of this extra section here. Get rid of you guys. Get rid of you guys. Get rid of you. Okay, and then let's open it up a little bit. Yeah, I like this. I kind of like how that looks, actually. And then we'll make this, like, curved in. And these are kind of like... This is where maybe the torpedo launching system can go or something. I don't know yet. I'm still figuring that part out. I kind of like it, though. It's, like, look at that. Then we can just do one of those. And then maybe some, like, very spiky kind of... We could do the torpedo system. Ooh, I have an idea, actually. We could do the torpedo system in here, as long as I don't remove the cockpit. Time to copy this again. We've done so much work. In case I mess it up, there's a copy of it. I love the sound of those engines. Let's do that there. Okay, go back one more. Hey, there it is. So that's a cargo container, and the reason I was excited about the cargo container is I might be able to... Oh, that only uses large blocks. Damn, that's not gonna work. Okay. Nope, won't work. My plan will not work. I could have put a machine gun here, or maybe another laser gun or something, but I'm not going to. We'll keep it pretty simple, and we will put in a spotlight, because why not? We're gonna throw this into creative mode once I finish the map and I get some, oh, we'll just go throw it into creative mode and we'll see exactly how this thing handles. We also need to put in a landing strut. That's what we're missing. We're missing a landing strut. Crap. We're missing a landing strut. Where the hell am I gonna put one of those? Ah! Indeed. So, I know, I don't have any gyros yet. You guys don't have to spam it until I see it. I have not gotten there yet. I was gonna install them onto the bottom of the ship. We'll go ahead and do it now, just so you guys are happy. Ship has their gyros. We got lots of space in the back, so what we can actually do is, let's just row this back section here with gyros. And then let's do, I don't want to put a gyro on the wings. I don't think so. I think those will counteract poorly. So let's put maybe one more set of gyros. And we have upward thrusters, we've got heavy forward thrust, we've got down, and we've got side to side, and we've got braking power. So we should have everything. Let's go ahead and give her, make another copy. We're gonna mess with rotors. Actually, let's make a copy, put it way over here, because when the rotors may explode, I want to know where they end up. Let's go ahead and shoot away from the rest of the ships. Oh man, the acceleration on this is gonna be real. Braking is good too, so far. So, let's get our rotors. Advanced rotor 1 and 2. Let's give it some braking torque. Give it all the braking torque. Maybe that's too much. Do like 100, 200 and see what happens. Let's change the velocity to 0.5. Fantastic. And... Hey, explosions incoming. All right, she's rotating. So, shit. Rotor, which one's rotating? This one's rotating. We want her to be set at a maximum angle of, let me guess, 90 degrees. Yeah, I'm thinking 90 degrees. So, reverse. Just toggle block off. Upper limit. Don't think so. 90 degrees. Lower limit. 0. Confirm. Sweet babies. We may be onto something. Go ahead and turn it back on. Let's reverse it. See that she stops in the right position, which should be straight up. Don't worry, we're gonna make it a little bit more spiky. This is only version 1. Then we'll be able to cut her down, maybe redesign some of the internals, make her smaller. That actually looks really good. I like that. So, and then if we reverse her, let's go ahead just for testing purposes, grab rotor 3, stick geared on reverse, and we reverse it ever so slowly. We'll speed this up. to make it do this a little bit faster. It should... Actually, we'll just do it now because I'm really impatient. Velocity, let's do negative 1.5. There we go. Look at her go. Woo. All right, and then the other one should be the reverse of that. So let's go ahead, bring our braking torque up to, I don't know, something fancy. Our velocity is going to be 1.5, confirmed. Look at her go, but she's going the wrong way. Mistakes were made. Reverse. Okay, so our highest angle is probably going to be 0, and our lowest angle is probably going to be negative. Yeah. So, let's see. Lowest angle... That actually might be reversed. Lowest angle may be 2... Oh, go back. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do a... Stop moving. Thank you. 275. I just remember, is it lower or upper? Because this is reversed. Yeah, 360, 90. 360, 90. You might actually be right. Let's try that. 360 and then negative 90. Just because of the way it works. And I think I just did that backwards, but we'll try it. Negative 90. Confirm. Current rotator is out of limits. Yes, it is, isn't it? So I think I just did this backwards. Let's do a 90. Negative 90. Confirm. 360. Confirm. Reverse. On. Oh my god, the chat. 270, not 90. Right. 270, 270. Let's set that. Is that the lower or the upper limit, though? Because it's going backwards. 270 and 0. See what happens. Whoa, no. 270. Why did you just... Okay. Rotor 5. 270 and...
You know what's going on?
Confirm?
Maybe it's another drill.
Oh, I'll let my volume up over here. Nebula 1701. Even a blind man can recognize the glow of latinum. Still riding high from... I can't read the rest of that. It always cuts it off. Still riding high from the Yomicon last weekend. Right on, man. Hey, Nebula. Welcome back with your rules of acquisition. Oh god, we're still rotating. Why the juice are we still rotating? Reverse it. You're not gonna reverse it, are you? Did I set you to 0? No, you need to be 90. You're just not gonna let me do it, are you? I did make a copy of you. Yes, I did. All right, so let's just actually reverse this. Now you're at 270, and now you need to be at 0. You're not gonna do it. So then do 360. Hey, there we go. 360, so it should rotate. And then all I have to do is hit reverse on it, and it should actually line up just right. And locked. Good. Reverse it back. Make sure they're at the same angle, so they should be pointing front. Yes, they are. They will be. Then we're gonna make them a group, and we should be good. We gotta set them to the same speed. So, wings. Just call them wings. Sounds good to me. Set braking torque to around 20-ish. It'll set them both that way, and then let's... Oh, we don't want to mess with RPMs. RPMs should already be set up for 1.5, 1.5. Yep. Looking good there. Everything should be set. So, let's grab wings, the group, and reverse them. And there we go. There's our wings. We can actually speed this up a little bit. I'll have to go into them individually and change their speed because one's going negative, one's going positive, so you can't change them in the group setting. You gotta go into individual ones and do it. Check the chat real quick. What's going on here? Hey, Zoc! It's a little crazy in the chat, kind of hard to see. But welcome, man. Welcome. We are building ourselves some type of interceptor. I haven't really figured out what yet. With some fun mods. Let's go ahead and rotate those back down. With deployable weapon systems, and then when she lands actually on the back of the wings that deploy. So... Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know if I'm going to need it. Oh, she rotates okay without moving. I don't know if I'm going to need to, she's just so goofy looking right now. It's that top end, because of the helium tank, or the hydrogen tank, is just so big back there. It's made the whole back end kind of fat. I wish I would have put the hydrogen tank in the very back, so it kind of gradually got bigger than the way it is now. All right, let's take it for a test spin. Let me get a copy first. You guys know me, I'm probably gonna break it. So we'll put the newest copy over here. Sweet. Now, we're not sure how long the hydrogen thrusters are gonna last. We're gonna take her out. Oh my goodness, she spins fast. Oh, look at that acceleration. Oh my God, it's so good. I am changing my my direction instantly. There's almost no... Oh, this is good. This is gonna be fun. There's almost no, no drift. There's almost no drift at all. I mean, look at that. Let's load this up into creative real quick with a full tank of hydrogen. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this in creative, but we're gonna try it. Or we may have to swap out some of our ion thrusters. Shack, are you wearing a PlayStation headset? Nope, it's a G180? G430, wow, I wasn't even close. It's a G430 headset. I don't recommend it if you want to actually use the microphone. The microphone's complete crap. But it's fairly comfortable, and it managed to fix itself from last week's stream where I broke it. So, let's go ahead and load this up in creative mode and see what happens. Exit to menu. Save change before quitting. Yes. Shack, do you know when the RP series is going to continue? It won't continue until... Sadly, until I get everybody together, and I don't know when that's gonna be, honestly. No clue. All right, design lab, edit settings, survival mode. I'm hoping the hydrogen... It's fine. I'm hoping the hydrogen tank is enough to power it for a good 15 minutes. If it's a 15 minutes worth of fuel in the ship while doing hard burns, you know, dogfighting, then it's a success because it's an interceptor. She's gonna have a home base somewhere really close by. Color it red and white. That's the plan, actually. I might go red and kind of a grayish color instead of too white, but we'll see. I'll bust out the Z95 and we can compare the two. Ship fuel low. Oh, you don't say. Hydrogen tank is full, but the uranium isn't. Damn. Let's see if I can grab some from the station. Ah, jetpack on, jetpack on. I'm falling to my doom. Okay, there is a inertial dampers on. There's a reactor here, I know there is. We're gonna gank all its goodies. Why, hello, Mr. Reactor. How are you? Fantastic. I need fuel. Oh, no, damn it. We can't actually access the reactor. Can we right now? No, we can't. No, not with the system I have set up right now. Damn. I have to slap a reactor on it, which we can. We can't do that. Can I not access it anywhere? No? No. It's not gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. None of it's gonna work. Okay, I have a solution to this. We have to back out, go back into creative. We're gonna slap a small reactor on it, stick the uranium in it, call it good. So let's go load, let's go edit settings, let's go creative. It's a very small map, so it loads up very fast. Mistakes were made. He lost his hat, his streaming hat. No, I didn't. It's upstairs. I just haven't gone to get it. The phaser comment I posted, Shaq, something about hand phaser mod. There's a hand phaser mod, or you want one? I would love to see some energy weapons. I'd like to see them kind of flesh out the weapon systems in the game. Because right now, as I understand it, what modders have told me is there's no recoil system in the game, right? So you can't program recoiling into the weapon without actually like writing something new for the game. I'd love to see a little bit more in-depth stuff for the weapon systems, because right now the weapon systems that are in the base game, the machine gun turrets are super accurate to the point where they just drill holes through your ship. And they can hit stuff like really, really easily. I think hydrogen thrusters are gonna help with that because you're so much more maneuverable. I actually really like this front end. I gotta flesh out the bottom. Still gotta flesh out the bottom. Probably gonna remove some more of these. Anywho, we are going to grab a small reactor. I get distracted easily. And this is going to be our jump starter. We're just gonna slap this like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter where. For testing purposes, we're gonna slap 2 of them right there. Basically, the conveyors, I don't think they work when there's no fuel, when there's no uranium, no electricity, so we need access to one of these little, like, jump starters. Put a little in there, it'll turn on, and then we need to, you know what, I could just spawn in a bunch of uranium, actually. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. Uranium. Uranium ingots. Give me a crap ton. Spawn object. Gotcha. Caught it before it fell on the ground. Now, can I access... I have no way of accessing this right now. This is poor design choice on my end. What we can do is cargo container. Something that I also need to think about. How are you going to load all this stuff, Shack? Reactor, not small, large reactor. No? Can you not pipe? Wait a minute. Did I screw up the reactor setup? Oh, this system isn't hooked to the front system. Okay. That's a quick fix. More conveyors! More connectors. Put one here. And 7. And we're gonna color that white. And you still aren't hooked up right. There we go. Now it's connected. Right? Oh, you know what? Maybe not, actually. Just could rotate the reactor. Let's just do that. Hey! Reactor is appropriately piped now. I've got to work on that back end. Hydrogen tank. Why are you in the hydrogen tank? Why can you even go in the hydrogen tank? Oh, that's not right. Large reactor. There she is. All right, she's got fuel. She's got a ton of fuel now. Let's save. Save your progress. Yes. Actually, let's load in a bunch of ammo for the weapons, too. Only because I want to know what ammo that actually uses. I don't even know. I think it's like... Or they're called KX-9 laser charges. Spawn object. Oh, they've got their own custom model, too. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's slap those into this. And that should allow it to go into... Oh, they're not piped yet. Oh, yeah, they are. Sweet. They work. They work. 50 rounds per. Energy weapons online. Save. Yes. Let's go ahead and exit, and let's give her a go. Load world and XP Fleet Design Lab. Edit settings. Survival mode. And go. Well aware. And we'll give her a flight check. And the thing we're testing is how long will the hydrogen last when you've got 2 large engines in the back and like 20 small maneuvering jets all the way around it. I've got a feeling we're going to burn through the fuel way too quickly. But we'll find out. We'll see. We're testing hydrogen burn rate, because it doesn't actually go down in creative mode. We have 3 years of fuel. But what about hydrogen fuel? Where's that located at? We're definitely not using a lot of power. Hydrogen tank. Oh man, I barely tapped forward thrust. We're at 98%. Doesn't actually show it, does it? No, it doesn't show hydrogen fuel on your... All right, we're gonna go till we run out. Here we go. Oh man, she's fast. She's so fast. Cannon Laser 2 is out of ammo. We'll just pull it out of the other guns. All right, we're still good. We're still good. I hope somebody's timing it, because I sure as hell wasn't. That's how many laps we get around this thing before she burns out of fuel. Still good. Oh, there we go. And we're out. And we're out. And we're sailing off into space. Never to be seen or heard from again. Okay. Wow. Hydrogen is really good, but crap. Crap. Save changes before quitting. No, don't save changes. Damn. Okay, so we ran out of fuel after like 6 laps. That's not enough. You can't dogfight like that. It would be enough to maybe get to the target. We're gonna have to switch out for some electric engines, some ion engines. Edit settings. It's not surprising. We wanted to see though. It's so good though. I wish we could keep that thrust. We could keep that kind of that maneuverability. So much fun. All right, creative mode it is. 1 engine on the back for forward thrust. 1 engine and a couple of the small engines in the front for braking power. And then I think we're gonna have to rely on ion engines for any of our drift. Yeah, it's gonna have to be how it is. I wanted 15 minutes of hydrogen. I had a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. Not exactly what I had in mind. Full, like, hard burn dogfighting levels of use. So what we're gonna do is, and I hate to do it, bye thruster. I'm gonna miss you. I am gonna have one of these on the back though. I already missed my hydrogen thruster. It was so much fun. There we go. So we're cutting down. We're cutting down. We're gonna have to cut like a majority of our thrust power. So let's do. Bye. Why did you just shut down? Why did you do that? Oh boy. And now you just came back on just randomly. Okay, that's cool. That's cool with me. Pretty random, but all right. Yeah, let's do that. And since we have it this way, we can actually get rid of the ion engines. Let's do ion engines. Actually, get rid of these. Don't need these anymore. Replace them with ion engines. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do. Come on, let me row them in. We're gonna do more ion engines because we gotta make up for that thrust. We gotta make up for some of that thrust. That might be too much. That might be pushing it, but we'll see. We shall see. And maybe quad engine in the back of this thing, maybe, and like have them buried slightly in the ship. I kind of dig that. I dig that. Not too bad. Let's do all around it. These are the maneuvering engines. That's what we'll call these, maneuvering. Indubitably. Why are you guys white? None of the ship should be brightly colored yet. Not until I paint it. Not there yet. Coming soon. Let's take her for a spin. 15 minutes. Hydrogen fuel is what we want. 15 minutes. Okay, let's go. Not as fast. Oh God, pick a freaking camera angle. There we go. Not as fast, but the drift is still minimal. The drift is still minimal. Ah, but the acceleration is gone. Ah, it was instant. It was instant acceleration, and now it's just like, it's all right. It's not terrible. It's not great. Like, look at that. That directional change isn't nearly how cool it was before. It's not nearly as good as it was. Ah, I'm so sad. It's still pretty good, though. I mean, it's not too bad. Push, push, push. You just can't cut those corners like you could before. Meow. Probably shouldn't break this. This is the newest version I've got, and I've got no place to put it. Okay, so inertial dampener's online. I mean, we could do more ion engines. We could really cluster those suckers in here. We've got downward thrust is weak. We don't have any downward thrust. That would be why it's weak. Gotta fix that. Oh, because all our downward thrust was built into the bottom, and I took it all off. Well, that will help with the drift when I put those thrusters on. Let's get a little crazy with the thrusters. I'm normally really reserved. Oh, shit. That's actually how I have all this set up. Seven cargo containers. No, I need you hooked up to that hydrogen tank. So we need a connector. Connector to keep the hydrogen tank hooked up. Connector? Connector. Excellent. And then since there's no other reason not to, let's go ahead and do, actually the weight. Let's cut more weight and use these. Thrusters. We're getting the maneuverability down first, and then I'm gonna worry about looks and get into the design of it. Look at that. Look at that, it's crazy. I could probably move some of these thrusters onto the side here and cut off some of the bottom, make it skinnier. Because it's sticking out too much right now, and I don't really like that. Or maybe build my thrusters into like the bottom here. So it lines up a bit better. I want more thrust. More vroom vroom. I demand more of your vroom vroom from my spacecraft. See what we can do about that. Just ion thrusters just don't do it. I'm spoiled now. So spoiled. It's like the primary engine housing now. Which I kind of like. Needs more detail, for sure. Definitely not done. Kind of messing around with some look ideas real quick while we mess around with the design aspect. How much maneuverability can we squeeze out of this thing while still keeping my weird little landing gear design down? Which I totally admit is unnecessary, but fun. Speaking of which, this thing needs more design elements. Let's do that and that. And then I want to kind of like armor the front somehow, maybe. Dun, dun, dun. Do something like that. I kind of like that. That's not bad. And then start curving it in. So it's like making teeth. What angle did I use on this side? I used... Can't mirror this because we're using rotors. So I have to remember what I do, and I have to keep running over to the other side to make the same changes. That way everything looks the same. Like, that's kind of neat. I kind of dig that. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Over her now. And do the same thing we were doing over there. What did I just do? And then make that, yeah. And then that, and that. And then, oh, I made a tooth in the middle, didn't I? No, I made it come curved downwards. I did that too far out. Or I didn't do this one far enough out. That could be cool. Boom, 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 boom. See what the chat's doing? I am standing. I am standing. I have an up desk now. So it's a health thing, so you can stand up, move around a little bit more. My feet are starting to hurt, though, so we might want to take this down. That's what we're going to do. Come with me on a journey. Let me get my chair. It's motorized, so I can actually bring it down. There we go. Bring the mic down a little bit. Don't question the man who is standing. Basically, it's for circulation. It's not for back pain. The chair was for back pain. And the second I got this chair, that was no longer an issue anymore. I love this thing. I kind of dig it, but I kind of want it to come out farther. The teeth. But we'll worry about that in a second. Let's go ahead and fly her and see it with the new changes to the thrusters, not the visual stuff. Why can't I copy this? Oh, that's so weird. It's not letting me copy it. Why won't you let me copy you? What have I done to you to deserve this? Seriously, like, it's straight up not letting me do it. I'm just sinking down. I wonder if it changed my options when I put it in creative mode. All right, we'll just be really careful. Look at that engine row on the bottom. All right, there's that acceleration. It's a lot better than it was. It's getting closer to how it was with the 2 hydrogen tanks on board. You can kind of like fly underneath somebody, use those top thrusters. I'm still not really centered, am I? Didn't come down far enough, I guess. There we go. Save it. Good point. I should save it. All right, 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. Come back up and around. Cool. And then when we're coming in for a landing. Oh my god, I don't know what they've done with the camera, but it does not like it when I use rotors. And we're ready for landing. Though we don't have any landing gear yet. One more thing we have to design and apply. The front's kind of stubby. Acceleration is good though. I think I'm happy with the acceleration. I'm gonna remove U3. U3 be gone. Let's go ahead and get our landing gear installed, and we're gonna make sure the landing gear are all level. Means I need to go down exactly 2 on the landing gear. So it should be 1 landing gear block, I think. Those are now level. Those are level. Okay. Cool, that really makes my life easy. I don't need this cargo container up here anymore. Just some armor bricks to make it look good. Okay, microphone, you got to move. The new desk, I'm like trying to figure everything out still. So I'm sorry if this is making some really bad noises. There we go. All right. Let's do armor plating on the sides of this and then rotate it around. So armor plate that too, and then give me a curved piece here. This is the vanilla version, if you guys are wondering why you don't see any mods. I want to make a vanilla version before we go modding it. It's still super boxy. We haven't done the detail work yet, but I'm gonna have to find a solution to that. I think we're gonna do one of these and then just like throw that out here and make these connect. There we go. That's not gonna work because these thrusters, so these thrusters have to change. They've gotta go. We're gonna have to find another solution there for thrusting, for upward thrust. And I think I've got a couple of ideas. Looks more like a heavy interceptor. I could give that one to you, yeah. It does kind of look like a heavy interceptor. Why do the guns swivel? They swivel so the landing gear are actually built into the bottom, so it's gonna land flat on the wings like that when it comes down. Like, that is the reason I wanted them to swivel. I really didn't have a better reason than that. Just because I thought it would be cool to try out. I would love to do something with thrusters where they're like a VTOL aircraft, but so far that isn't really been doable because of the way thrusters operate when you try to fly them. When you use rotors, it's just not something that works very well just yet. All right, that actually looks pretty good. And then I can do this and that. Now we've got like this thruster lineup. Still gotta fix our upward thrusters, but I think we can do that back here. I think we can kind of bury them into the ship. Dump them by the reactor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could dump them all back here. Like this. And still be flat with the hull of the ship. With its current design. That may actually work out really, really well. And you won't even see them if I do it this way. Look at that. You can hide them in there. And the only thing you'll see is the exhaust once they kick on. And then we're gonna armor plate all of our stuff back here, in case we take that stray bullet. I don't know why this armor is perforated like this. I just decided to do it. It's probably going to change. But, all right, we have our thrusters. So let's go ahead and try to land her. I really hate those thrusters on the top. Oh, that hydrogen tank is so big. Oh, man. That's it. That's the only issue I have with this build right now is that freaking ginormous tumor on the top of my ship because of the hydrogen thrusters. The hydrogen tank is right underneath those thrusters. Indeed. What mod is the X-Wing guns? Those are the KX-9s. They are paintable, by the way. So if you've never used them, I highly recommend you check them out. Yeah, this back end is too square, so that's gonna get changed. I gotta get rid of these thrusters. This is driving me crazy. That's not happening. Like, they're going away. Nope, nope, nope. I've gotta figure out something else. So what's underneath these? They are... That's how I piped them. That's how I piped them. If it was farther back, it wouldn't be so bad. So why don't we do that? Why don't we make them go back farther? We'll just like open this up and then open up this section here. With the direction that I want. There we go. We'll open it up back here and we'll replace these with connectors. Yeah. Or conveyors, not connectors. Yep, there we go. And let's put on, we don't need this many thrusters. Actually, what we need, where's my ion thrusters? We were supposed to be replacing most of these with ion thrusters anyway. So first, put our one hydrogen thruster for maneuvering's sake in atmosphere, I guess. That's what we're gonna reason this by with. That is an atmospheric thruster, and then the rest of them will be ions, I think. So what we'll do is we'll do like ba-doop, and doop-doop, doop-doop-doop. There she is. 4 ion thruster. How low can we go with you? Oh, yeah! Yeah! I dig that. Can't remove that block down there, though, can we? Are those just blocks, or is that an actual thing? I think those are just blocks. Nope, nothing big disappeared. Sweet. Oh, that engine sucks. I gotta change that engine bay. So bad, so bad. Now, we can do one of these. Oh, actually, we can do one of these and really, like, have it slope up slowly. I think that might work. Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together. And then flip this around, and this around, and come on. There we go. Someone who says you know a lot about Star Wars lore, you don't remember, but I know that there's a... this isn't what you think it is. I know this looks a lot like the A-Wing, but it's actually a ship of my own design, and there would be no droid because there are no droids in this game. I wish there was. I would totally have an astromech on here, but yeah, that's not gonna work. I kind of like that that's open. Can I slam a antenna in there, maybe? Let's try it. Gotta have an antenna on the ship. Antenna, boop, doop, doop. And it will fit. Look at that. And an antenna built into the top of the ship. All right, let's get some colors on here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the vanilla Z95. Still can't copy and paste. So actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna save, we're gonna quit and check the settings real quick, and then we're gonna paint this sucker. All right, so I've already talked about the update, so anybody that spams update is probably going to get banned. Fair warning to you, the ban hammer has already been deployed. And get my chat so I can see it. Yeah, it's looking like a V-Wing. It's kind of the same idea. Okay. Oh, I didn't check the damn stats. Exit menu, save change recording, no. It must have changed out copy and paste. Edit settings. Advanced settings. Copy pasta was disabled. Creative, okay. And load up. I can update it. Dragon wants to know, once I finish building the ship, can I update the game? I can update it, but there's no updates that are interesting for people who are just building stuff. It's mostly server admin stuff. And ban hammer deployed. So, let's go ahead and grab some colors off of this. We're gonna use the same color scheme as the Z95. The vanilla one, which, ugh, vanilla blocks just, compared to the one I built, modded, does not look the same. And let's go ahead and give her a base coat of white paint to start with. All right, color up the, there we go, Looking good. I think we got all the spaces in between. Make sure, just give it a real good coat over. And let's grab some red. And I think we're gonna go cockpit red. What did I go with this one? I went cockpit red on that one too. Okay, so we'll do cockpit red, and then we'll go out a little bit on the cockpit, maybe like do one of those, and I don't know, maybe just do this. And then go a little bit outside the cockpit here. There we go, I like that. And then, maybe right down the middle here. Kind of like that. That's not bad. Kind of good. The engine section still is really not that great looking. It's so damn boxy. So boxy. See if we can fix it up a little bit. Switch to white. All right, this corrugated stuff. Perforated metal, it's not gonna work for me. So let's go ahead and fill that in. And, oh, we can put more thrusters back here. And I'm all for thrusters. Like, just stack thrusters everywhere. That's my motto. When in doubt, thrusters out. What is, there's nothing in this little bay right here. So I say we go ahead and armor that out so you can't look in there. That way we don't take a random hit to our subsection. Can I just get rid of this section right here? And like curve these sides in? That could be good. That could be real good. Or it could be terrible. Let's find out. I'm in total build mode now, guys, so I do apologize if I'm not reading the chat as often as normal. Kinda happens, though, when I get like wrapped up in what I'm building. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. I would like to make it go farther back, but how do I want to do this? I could do 2 blocks. I could do just end it and then maybe come up. Kind of like that. Have it go all the way in and then out. That's kind of neat. We don't need all these extra pieces of armor. We were supposed to be making it small, and then I went crazy with blocked armor. Like, that's so much nicer. So much cleaner. Let's get rid of these top sections here. That big-ass hydrogen thruster in the center just... Oh, man. It's not going to be shielding it as much. So I am sacrificing some protection. Some rear armor protection for this. Let's go ahead and go down here. I kind of want it to build up as you go toward the top. That makes sense. Planets are not in-game yet, for whoever just asked that. I caught the message just as the chat kind of updated and moved it forward. They are not in yet. And we don't know when they're going to be added, sadly. Today was a lot of admin stuff for multiplayer, which is cool. It shows that they're really working on multiplayer. See, now that's cooler. I like that a bit better. It's kind of like angular. It drops down instead of just being flat. It's a bit better. I mean, I kind of want this top section now to be something a little bit more like the same way. Drop out of over time and not so drastic, but or maybe not even. Maybe just drop down. That could be cool. Like that. Doesn't even have to be. I don't know if I like that. Like, yeah, you can totally do this, but no, that doesn't look good. So why would you do that? Don't listen to me. I'm terrible. Remove those, and then maybe these. That's kind of nice. I don't know, the basic. What if we did this and that? Unmodded. You're working with unmodded blocks. You just gotta kind of go with it. All right, so let's try landing it. I'll show you guys what it looks like when she's landed. Oh, sweet babies, make a copy of it before I go crazy. There we go. Hop into here. There's some more detail work I can do on it, but say we're bringing her in for a landing right here. We've already gotten her into landing mode, so we're gonna bring it up. Please make a battleship. Working our way up in the fleet. This is Interceptor Ship 1. We've already got her, like, here's deployed mode, right? Here's the weapons deployed, going into combat. I need to speed that up, by the way, so let's go ahead and do that, actually. Rotor 1. Let's make you... Let's do both 3.5. Let's see if we can handle that. And then this one should be negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. Confirm. Deploying. So we're coming in for a landing. Inertial dampeners are offline. Nice and easy. Inertial dampeners online. And then just bring her down. And all the landing gear is actually built into the ship's systems, which we need to make a group out of. Landing gear. Doop, doop, doop. Mag locks. Set. We're going to put that on our bar as groups. Mag locks. Switch lock. Bring it all the way down. Tilt the nose. She's got a lot of rotors. Oh, crap. And 9. She's locked. Shut her down. You're landed. Shut her down. And there she is. She's not bad. She's not too bad. It should be called the Ion Fighter. Why the Ion Fighter? Because she's got ion thrusters, like, everywhere. Not too shabby, though. I like it, I like it. I think the... she needs detail work, and I don't know what I want to add to make it look good. Are small ship solar panels? Oh god, but they're the same size. Nope. She needs the detail. Without the small ship mod, it's hard to get the detail on there. Text panel. Could have some fun with the text panels. I'll show you what I mean right now. So text panels, it's a sign of a pain in the butt to set up, but if you go under text panel, you can color them. That's font. We don't want font. We want background color. Yes. Let me copy this real quick. I'm like really... I'm just gonna stick you up there. So, okay, so we go into these. You gotta do them one at a time. You gotta switch them over so you own them. And then you have to, background color, here we go. You change these to, some of the DSN guys showed me this when they were making Star Trek stuff. Let's do 0, 80, 255. Write it down so I can make sure they're all the same. So 0, 80, 255. All right. And close, and they didn't actually do it. Background color, background color. Why didn't you change your background color? I was doing it the other day. Show text on screen. It doesn't really matter which one you show. Just change it to one of them? Nope, didn't work. What am I missing, guys? Anybody who's actually done this before? That's the font, there's the background color. Why is the background color not changing? Shack makes Spaceball 1. No word. Does nobody know? Or does it just not want to work? Anyways, these kind of glow, which look really, really cool. Put a turret on the wing. Put a turret on the wing. Oh, man. Well, anyways, if you can remember how to do this, update is broken, Shack. I'm glad I haven't updated yet. Nobody's sure why it's not working, so it should be working. Needs a blank space in the text port. Thank you, Wasted. Guys, that was Wasted Space that answered that question. If you don't know, he does a lot of Space Engineers content himself. He also streams, I think, multiple times a week over on his channel and over on his Hitbox. So I recommend you guys go over there and check that out. Let me go ahead and try it. So let's go to edit. What do we have it on? Private? Public text. Public text. Add a public text. Put a space in there. And it didn't change. All right, well, I want to try this turret idea. Somebody said add a turret to it, and now you've intrigued me, sir. You have intrigued me. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that because of piping reasons, but we will see. Now that we have small ship turrets, and I always forget, we finally have small ship turrets. God, that's huge. What if we did, like, the tiny ones? Not available on small ships, right. It's too big, guys. It's way too big. It's way too big, and we'd have to pipe it. And the piping is like... I'd have to, like, remove all this. I'm already doing it, so I guess we're going to try it anyways. Yeah, I'd have to remove the entire section of the wing. Wait, did I just remove this? Completely? Is this, like, freestanding now? Let's see. I'm going to move the ship. I did make a copy of the ship already, so... bring on the systems. Attach landing gear and take off. Nope, it's still attached. Thank goodness. So, what? I don't know where you're attached at, but I'm really happy that you are. Let's reinforce your subsections. We're gonna try putting a turret on the wing. I really like this idea, actually. Just to see how it looks. That means we're gonna have to remove all of this and the interior blocks here. And, oh my god, I still have to remove more. Yeah, we got bits floating away. We can replace these once the turret's in place. Oh boy, okay, let's remove those blocks as well, because who wants armor, really, in their ship? Oh, what's really cool is, it's gonna be piped. It's automatically piped, look at that. It's automatically, wow, okay, so this is just a mean looking thing. This is a mean looking turret right here. Oh, come on, there we go. Like, look at that. What do you guys think of that? More DACA. Why I don't need to make a conveyor from the frame? Because they're already piped through the cargo container underneath. You want it to stick out? Is that what you're saying? Like, is that better? I don't know if that's actually better or not. Let's look at the other one. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this guy. Yep. People were saying use the conveyor frame. So basically, you guys were saying, and I don't know if this is gonna look better or not. We'll try it. We'll try it. We kind of get the same. What they're saying to do is you use, I think I still have it equipped. Yeah, the frame could look better. We'll try it. Turrets. Rocket turrets is another option too. That's not a turret, that would be a cargo container. Actually, that does look better. What do you guys think of that? Put a rocket on it, just for real F them, blow them up. Let's do the rocket turret. We'll do a rocket turret on the other side just to see what it looks like, and then we could pick. If I was going to keep these, and I very well might keep these, I mean, it's really like a heavy interceptor now. We totally didn't stick with what we were planning. We will stick this, and let's see the rocket turret. All right, the rocket turret looks mean. We've got the interceptor like weapon systems. Let's see the rocket turret on this side, which I believe was. We're gonna point these two in the forward direction, and then we're gonna turn their idle movement off, and we're gonna totally turn them red because why not? Let's turn them red. Turn you red. You're facing the wrong way. Delete you. Rocket turret. They're already moving, which is good. I think it's because the ship is shut down. It is. Turrets. We're gonna make you guys a group. Reloadable. They are reloadable rockets, actually. Ooh, reloadable rockets is in like the ones that just fire forward. Rocket turret, not good for hard turns. Yeah. And I won't have control. Though. Let's do, it's an interceptor. Let's do the reloadable rocket turret. I liked where your head was at, whoever said that earlier. And you know what we could do with it? Let's hear me out on this one, but we remove this, and this, right? Remove this. Now it actually is level. Where's our tubes? Rocket turrets, tubes there. And then we could actually make this come out a little bit. There we go. How can we do this to make it look right? Maybe another curved piece there, and then side pieces? I think this is actually looking a bit better. It's not so bulky either. And yeah, if we use the rocket turret, the machine gun turret wouldn't be too bad. If we use the rocket turret, we're more likely to kill ourselves than we are the enemy, because this thing turns so fast. The rocket will probably hit us. You could still stick a, totally, whoops, stick a turret on this at the end of it. Like just sticking out the side if I really, really wanted to. Oh, I did it wrong, because it's in landing mode right now. Oh, what the hell is wrong with me? You guys should have told me. Or I should have read the chat. All right, let me slap that around. And let's go ahead and slap this sucker back in there. This time facing in gun deployment range. Can we squeeze this in here? Boom. Only one of them is sticking out. That's a recipe for killing myself. Hard to tell if I have it centered or not. All right, that's centered. That is centered. So if we take out this, oh, look at that. That looks mean. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That looks really good. Now I gotta remake this thing exactly like I have it over here on the other side after I made all those changes. So, bye-bye, rocket turret. You're goofy and just go away. Let's stick on our rocket. Okay, remove this section and this section. And then I gotta make a layer above it. So let's go ahead and do that. And I believe I did it from here. Could be wrong, and I may have to change this. I think this is right though. This might be too far out. You know what I could do? I could actually, instead of walling this off, oh, it's gonna look so goofy, isn't it? Because connectors look goofy no matter what you do, but you stick that there. And now you can refill the entire ship. you can dock up and fill the entire ship of uranium, of helium, of anything you need with just popping in someplace. Is that line vertical or horizontal? It's vertical. It's horizontal. So we're gonna make you vertical. They must be even. Boom. There we go. That's a little bit more useful. Look at that. That's not bad. Lots of thrust. Shack. Oh, what's the point? He won't read this. Oh, Keaton. But if you keep them the way you had it, you could have made it a heavy fighter bomber combo. Matt, we've already done the patch. The patch's been out for a while now. And it had a lot of server stuff. King, you didn't miss too much. Helium. Hydrogen. I don't know why I said helium. Keep saying that, though. All right, so let's go into combat mode. Basically, combat mode. Bring the systems all online. Combat mode. Deploying weapons. And then we can gun it. Let's make a copy first. All right, we've made a copy. We're gonna save the map. And now we're gonna burn around like crazy people. Let's see if it explodes. So you can see how fast we're going just by how fast the asteroid to the left of us is changing. Oops. Let's go into first person so it doesn't keep flashing like that. We do have a lot of drift at about, I would say, 40 meters a second. Under 30 is almost immediate course change. We've not equipped our turrets yet, so let's do that. Turrets are online. Turrets are on, and fire! Sweet. Nice. Turrets. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. I need to move these around, so let's do that. So, first grouping is going to be actually our weapons. Let's do that. Weapons, rockets, groups. Landing gear is already group 9. Deploying wings, reverse. All right, we should be good. Beginning our attack run. Knowing your acceleration will allow you to wait till the last minute to turn away from your target when you're doing your attack runs. I did like what somebody said, where I could make a heavy bomber with this using the turrets and like fly over a target, and the turrets will shoot down at those targets while I fly over. It's kind of a cool idea. I dig that. Turn off inertial dampers. Take out the subsystems. Take out their weapons. Oh god, that reload time. Reloadable rockets. Probably easier to use my actual weapons here. But all right, not bad. I dig it. I dig it. Let's turn inertial dampers back on so we can turn faster. Now, I think it's time. Yeah, it's definitely time. We're gonna try out how long does the fuel last. How long does it last? I mean, we can run without the hydrogen systems. Hydrogen, all thrusters. Wow, it's not even close. Hydro thrusters. This is our shut-off valve for all our hydrogen thrusters. And all you boys can be hidden on my terminal. How maneuverable is it with all our hydrogen thrusters turned off? Oh god. Oh, we're moving. I swear we're moving. I mean, she's maneuverable enough to get her into dock. Like, if we were gonna come in and land, this would be like maneuvering thrusters. Look at this. We're coming into land. But, you can't dogfight that way. Ion thrusters just don't have enough oomph. The decisions that you have to make now when building a ship. And lock, and shut her down. Let's go into survival. Yeah, let's go into survival and let's test it. Test our how much our fuel tank will last. How long will it last? No. What am I doing? Shack, the armor on the top of the rocket pods are different. Are they different? Okay, we'll have to fix that. Fuel will last 3.4 seconds. Lasted longer than that when I tested it earlier. But it wasn't much longer. It was like 4 laps around the asteroid before I was out. Yeah, it's one small tank. If there's such thing as a small tank in this game. Survival. Okay, yes. I wanted 15 minutes, but I could settle for 5. Before you have to go back and refuel. Short-range interceptor was my whole plan here, making this thing, so we'll see. Shack, can you set them up with just their own... Well, they have armo... Armo? What the hell's an armo? They have ammo containers built into the wings, so I could just fill those containers with ammo, and then say, yeah, they disable the rotor, right? So I can't pipe stuff in from any other cargo containers. Like, I'll show you. You've basically described what I've already done. If the rotor is disabled, but say it's still attached, there will still be ammo for the weapon systems. So we should be all right. Can I get in here without like... Oh, I can't. If I could just like... I'm thinking about planets. I don't want to use my jetpack. All right, bringing the systems online. Detaching. Lifting off. And rotating into flight mode. Or combat mode. There we go. Now, I wish there was a hydrogen level listed somewhere on here, but there's not, so we're just going to have to see how she goes. We do have hydrogen on the left. Are the hydrogen thrusters still offline? They are. Let's bring them online. And let's also move that group down to hydrogen thrusters. Toggle block on and off. All right, we're in combat mode, and we're hard burning. Here we go. This is if we were in a fight. We were in a fight protecting our capital ship from incoming enemy bombers. We're blasting the hell out of them. Only 2 of my weapons currently work because I've only loaded 2 of them. I don't have any rockets loaded. We've been sent out to intercept an enemy capital ship before her weapons get within range. Maybe we're here to disable a very specific thing. We're still burning. We're full burning. I have not let go of the gas since we've started. I am kind of curious how long this is going to last. I notice how we're not making those perfect circles anymore. That we were when we had 2 hydrogen thrusters on the back. God, I love those things. These are so good. We're still burning. This is pretty good. Let's check our hydrogen tank. Hydrogen tank is at 24%. Ah, damn, that's not good. That is really not good. That's tough. I hate to say it, but I might have to swap out. I might have to swap out for full ion system. I mean, hydrogen tank is just not gonna cut it. Or fatten up the engines. There we go. We're out. I mean, we can still fly, but we are out of hydrogen thrust. The options. Let's load it back up into creative. Save change before quitting. No. If you toggle it on and off, it'd be more like the TIE Fighter PC game back in the 90s. Really short engagements. I mean, that wasn't too bad, but it could have been better. So let's go ahead and advanced, creative, and copy and paste turn back on. Okay, and load up Fleet Design Lab. And let's see. I'm thinking 3 engines, 2 ion engines on the back, and the hydrogen thruster. And we'll use the hydrogen thruster sparingly as a afterburner, or to leave an atmosphere. That might be the best way of doing it. Yeah. So, I mean, the back end is huge, and I could get rid of some of the smaller ion thrusters just for the 2 largest. That might be better. More hydrogen tanks. Or we could add another hydrogen tank, though I don't know how doable that actually is. Let's take you out here. Have a good look at you. The hydrogen tank's too big. Way too big. So let's strip all the engines out. Let's get all up in here. See what we've got. We don't need these conveyors anymore. Let's get rid of you. We've got all systems are turned off right now. We've got a large reactor hooked directly to... Get out of the way, large reactor. What do you have? Oh, my uranium! Directly to the piping on the sides, which is fueling everything. So... yeah. And you were hooked up... Oh, yeah, you were piped up through to here, using the pipe in the center. Right. Okay, so... like another hydrogen tank, I don't think it's doable. We can look at it. Show you how big this thing is. Actually, wow, hydrogen tank just about fits in here. Oh, that's really tempting. That's really tempting. Oh, man. I could do it. Maybe. Will it fit? How big is the bounding box? No, it won't. Not without coming all the way out. Or removing our thrusters on the top and bottom, which are already buried, and I kind of like how they're set up. How big is this thing so far? It's already longer than I really want it to be. Shack used the oxygen generator. It won't generate oxygen fast enough. I mean, it will be better than nothing, though. So it'll, like, regenerate. That only works if I have ice on board. You don't need hydrogen tanks. You do need hydrogen tanks if you want that hydrogen to last. The oxygen generator doesn't generate hydrogen fast enough. Unless I had, like, a... I just had an idea. Oxygen. How many of these do we need before it can generate oxygen faster than it can burn it? Hydrogen faster than it can burn it. Even if we use it sparingly. Like, if we've got a tank already in there, all right, that should be in some way connected, right? Because this has got a connector on the bottom. Oh, it doesn't have any connectors on the bottom. Crap. All right, so I can hook you up like this, and then I can take you out. I'm just curious now. I want to test it. How quickly do you generate oxygen in this? It's for science, indeed. For science. We need more. We need more oxygen generators. Let's see what we can do with 4 of these. They're all interconnected. We are gonna have to connect them. Oh, this is ridiculous. We've got... How quickly will you generate oxygen, my friend? Okay, give me a connector, because this is where the engine would have to be. You would think that the hydrogen generator would actually create, or the oxygen generator would create more hydrogen, but it does not. It is 1 for 1, I'm pretty sure. Or 2 for 1, I don't remember. I think Sage experimented with it on his channel. You guys are kind of curious. That should have worked. That should have connected everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Oh, did I remove the reactor? Crap. Let me guess. Yeah, I removed the reactor. That's not gonna work. Gotta have power, especially to run all these damn things. That's not gonna work at all. I forgot I took it out. Just to see what was back there. Like freaking cargo containers what's back there. Alright, so let's do... I'm gonna have to put a reactor back in. Let's see. I don't have reactors on here? No, I don't. Wow, the small ones. Reactor. Large reactor. That's how we gotta put it in. But we're gonna have to remove these because we gotta put a 7, not a 7. We gotta put our connector in there. Maybe that, like that. And then 3. Rotate it down. All right, so now we're connected. So let's do our oxygen generator experiment. So ridiculous. Ship's just gonna get a lot longer now. Oh my God. It would be really bad, but we could totally put our oxygen generators in the wings too if we really needed tons of oxygen generators. We'd have to get rid of our reactors though. But anything that will allow me to have more hydrogen thrusters. I must have hydrogen thrusters. We need to end. How many do we have so far? We got 3 generators? We got 2. We need at least 3. We gotta test it. We're gonna test it with at least 3. So let's take these out and let's spin them around. So we'll do here, there, and there. All right, those are all hooked up. And then they need to be piped to 8. This is totally for science, guys. To this. Hey! There we go. And then put our thruster back on. Look how long this thing got. Yeah, I swear it's totally. Oh great, now it's not gonna. It's totally a small interceptor. That was the plan originally, remember guys? Totally. An interceptor, I swear. Look how long of an interceptor it is now. I can make the wings longer to like defend most of this, but. All right, so this is experiment 1 of crazy thruster shenanigans. We're gonna make 2 copies of this. I have a plan. We're gonna test this one, and if this is legit, what we're gonna do is we are going to attach 2 of these. We're gonna do multiple thrusters. Because this is how I had it originally, and this is how I really liked it, so. Dual thruster setup. So not gonna work. All right, and oh, we need ice. It won't work without ice. And we've got to put you in a cargo bay. Can we access the cargo bay from? What's the easiest way? We can use one of the connectors. Should work, right? Connector. Just stick you in there. Hey, look at that. You went straight to the oxygen generator. So we got to make sure this is right, though. So we got to manually do this. Oxygen generator, oxygen generator, oxygen generator. Uranium shack. Oh, yeah, right. I got to put the uranium in there. Good thing I'm on the screen already. Large reactor. Uranium is on board the large reactor. All oxygen generators are loaded. And just for shits and giggles, let's spawn in a little bit more ice. Oh god, that's a big ass piece of ice. Let's stick that into the medium cargo container. It just automatically moves it. Damn. So I'm gonna have to manually do that. Or get a script that'll like distribute it a little easier. But in a perfect world, I guess it would be full. Shack, use a small warp core for power. I can't do that. Modless design except for the weapons. That's the plan. All right, so we've saved, exit, save changes. Let's give it a go. Oh, I didn't put that stuff in the other ship. That's okay. Thrusters are not connected. They were connected, that's why they were on. Pretty sure. No, cancel. Edit settings, survival mode. I don't need to change my mods, get back here. Survival, okay, yes. Load it up. Shaq, you stuck ice in a hydrogen tank. Did I? Oh, that's okay. It won't hurt anything. Kind of funny that lets me do it. Shaq, you're gonna be really heavy from the ice. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm more interested in how long the thrusters will run with the generators on board and how quickly they'll refill the hydrogen tank. You need to pipe the 2 thrusters. There's conveyors behind them. So they should be okay. Oh, they're not okay. You're right. Why are they on then? Oh yeah, they're on. No, they're not. I didn't put the brick in the middle. Damn, you're right. You guys were right. I'm gonna listen to you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and load. Edit settings, survive, creative, okay. Could have just built it, but we're gonna do this instead. It's a good thing it loads fast. How many oxygen generators was that? 4? If you're new to the stream and you're wondering what I'm doing, I just took a bunch of oxygen hydrogen generators, stacked them next to each other, slapped them to a fuel tank, and I'm gonna see how quickly they can refuel that fuel tank while I'm fighting. Chat is always right, indeed. And 7. No, that's not gonna work. We want the connector. And they're online. Cool. All right. Save. Yes. Yes. And load it up in survival. Load world. Edit settings. Survival mode. Okay. Yes. And go. And that's creepy. Block user. Okay, loading it up. Maybe. There it goes. It froze up for a second. How quickly can you refill that tank? Checking our oxygen generators. All have, that's not it. Inventory. Oxygen generators. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All good. Excellent. You guys seriously should be like, should auto do this for you. Divide out your ammo. That'd be nice. All right. Burning fuel. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check the hydrogen tank. 95%, 97%, 99%. That's actually really fast. That's not bad. Let's go to combat mode. We're still turning really slowly. It might be because my rotors were changing my center of mass while I was going, but... All right, let's burn around a little bit. So say we get into a fight. We burn the engines when we really need to. Cruise when we can. Every time I stop using my thrusters. Small tank. It's refilling sort of fast. Tabby and Alti, you're doing good. Thanks for asking. Shaq, will you do Fallout 4 gameplay? Oh yeah. The night of release. I'm already planning. Already planning on streaming it. And I'm probably going to be streaming the same character quite a bit. I may be streaming over on TGN and then streaming on my channel as well. Night on release, I'm gonna get a couple of hours in. I'm gonna be coming back from a trip that night. It's actually running pretty well now. Turn on our inertial dampeners. So as soon as I get back, I'll start streaming it. It's so long now, though. Oy. I mean, I could do like a quad setup. That might be better. Quad setup, ion thrusters in the back, and then a hydrogen thruster in the center to kick on as an afterburner. Roland is still going to be around, but I'm going to be focusing on Fallout 4 when it comes out because I'm so excited to play that. And there's no way I'm going to be able to finish Halo 2 Wastelands before it comes out. I'm hoping I could finish Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 before then. Pretty cool. I dig this. I dig this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to change out the engines on the back. Maybe in the next stream while we're waiting for the patch to come out. We're going to change out the engines to have like 4 ions and then 1 or maybe 3 ions, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one bottom will be our afterburner that we'll use like in tight combat situations. Yeah, TGN is a YouTube channel. So that's one of the channels that I work on. It's my my network's hub channel, basically. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Hit the thumbs up button. That does me a huge favor. It lets other people see my videos. It gets me higher up in the search results, and I do appreciate it. So hit the crap out of that thumbs up button for me. If you enjoy the Thursday streams of us hanging out, kind of experimenting for science, we're probably going to finish this ship up next Thursday until the patch comes out. And then if the patch comes out, where's my thrusters? There they are. Oh, man. Let's turn on. I don't even have all my ion thrusters on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we're drifting out of control. How's our... Yeah, but let me know in the comments below what you think of the design and how I can make it better. I'd love to know. Yep, thank you for hitting that thumbs up button, guys. I do appreciate that. And I will see you all in the next stream. I stream every Thursday, and the plan now is I'll probably start around 4 o'clock. We're gonna go later on the start of the stream just because we're waiting for the patch to come out, and we don't know exactly when it's gonna come out. So 4-ish is normally when I start streaming Eastern Standard Time, so 4 o'clock. All right, guys. See you in the next stream. Later, everybody. Oh, crap. I got to land this thing. I got to bring her back to base because I'm drifting away from the platform. All right, inertial dampener's off. Let's turn on all our hydrogen systems online. Check our tank. Tank is at 45%. All right. Switching to money mode. So we're gonna bring her in. Before we leave the stream, we gotta bring her in. We're a little low. Let's get our inertial dampeners online. There we go. There's the red ship. Let's get into landing mode. So you can see the wings folded up there. Kind of cool. Wings are folded in. And I think, yeah, we gotta focus on speed with this thing. So I think I might remove the rocket systems. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Too fast, too fast. Totally fine. Everything's fine here. Why can't we move forward? I think it's because we just broke our engines. Did we just turn off our hydrogen system? We totally did. We totally did. Because we did that, maybe. I don't know. Oh, we're out of fuel. Oh, we have no forward thrust. Oh, womp womp. Now we're ramming stuff because we have no forward thrust. If I just wait a minute. Hydrogen tank. We burned all, no way. We didn't. We burned all our ice, didn't we? We burned all that ice. Ooh, the ice generation idea might not be good. That might not work. We also broke off our side bit. Extra parts. All right, guys. Later.